Hello, everyone. The stream definitely didn't need a restart. We definitely didn't have issues before.
Nothing went wrong. Why would you think that?
Nothing. Absolutely
We're
nothing.
industry pros.
Yeah.
Of course.
We're gonna capture Photoshop, and it's gonna work perfect. Okay, Photoshop's still not working.
Absolutely we are.
But we're gonna capture Clip Studio Paint, and it's gonna
Clip Studio! Yes. Also, I am so little. Like, what happened?
You are so little. We got
This is accurate EG scale. I am small. Maybe not that small.
You're 2.0. I wonder if
2.0 is not small.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Technically, this model is like Polly Pocket sized. 2.0 model is Barbie sized. That's the difference.
Ah, I see.
So like, still very small, but not as small. We'll just pretend you're looking at me through a magnifying glass right now.
Yeah. Okay. So then, we're gonna plop all these in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna work fine. Not gonna be any issues.
Yes.
No issues.
And the heavens will look favorably upon us, and the rest of the stream is going to go amazingly. I'm going to knock on wood, and it's going to be great.
Okay, I have added them in no particular order. And then let's just make sure Clip Studio Paint is gonna capture. Window. Clip. Yes. Okay, Clip. That's a sneak peek. Okay.
Oh, spoiler!
Spoilers, but I just needed to make sure it was gonna work. Otherwise, oh
it's
boy.
all good. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hello, everyone. Take two. With me, I have EG. EG,
hi.
You want to introduce yourself again, just for the bot's sake?
Sure. Yeah. I'm EG. I am an Inky Cat Mushroom VTuber. I mostly use the YouTube application to make longer content videos. I do art education content that tangentially relates to VTubing. And so, you know what? I did better this time anyway, so it was just a practice round.
Yeah,
it was a practice round the first time.
Totally. Is it EG or Squeegee? Asks chat.
Whatever you want. EG nickname, Squeegee full name.
Yeah. Are Inky caps safe to eat? They probably taste like printer ink. Gonna be real.
Good question. For my amateur mycology knowledge, I don't know off the top of my head. I wish that my book was sitting here next to me, but it's not. I would not advise it. If it's probably a very gummy, weird, slimy texture if you're into that, but please don't eat me. I'd prefer if you didn't, actually. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you big for a second so we can get a higher resolution on your model.
Oh. I was like, I'm taking over.
Why not?
These are not Mario mushrooms. No, they don't make you big.
Alright, let's make sure. Is volume good, everyone? On everything, let's see. Make sure the BGM's good. Okay, I think everything's good. So, take two on the introduction of what we're doing. We are switching designs that we have done for the 2025 Snow Miku competition. If you guys watched my video, you know that Snow Miku is a yearly tradition and art contest where artists from all around the world can submit designs and in a voting contest all about Snow Miku. And this year's theme is Kira Kira snow material, or glittering snow material. Now these designs are meant to be for a few things. Nendoroid for one, 3D concerts, and then we also have to keep in mind, kind of slightly, the music video and snow sculpture that they do. Though, you know, artistic liberties have always been taken with these designs. Yeah. So EG and I both made a few designs for this because you can submit multiple, and we're gonna trade and we're gonna get our red pens out, hopefully, and and
Got my teacher pen.
yeah, we're gonna help each other improve designs. Critique is an important part of the creative process, and it doesn't mean that we are enemies or trying to be mean. Just keep that in mind. Both of us went to school for art-related majors, even though mine was performing arts. We know how critique goes, and we're not gonna get upset. Like, don't worry, this isn't EG and Yam beefing. This is EG and Yam helping each other mutually. Yeah.
Yes, this is something that we were both like, hey, pretty please, can you come say things about my design? Please tell me what I've done wrong.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like what is it? Those YouTuber boxing, like how they have like beef before the match.
Hands up, Yam, hands up, Yam. Let's go. You can't even defend yourself. That'd be so unkind of me to fight you right now. You can't even defend yourself.
I can kind of like use my wings. Pow pow.
Let's see. Oh yeah, look, I can track a little boxing here.
There you go.
Little dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody get false.
Screech to fight. That's a good strat. Supersonic hearing, blow out my eardrums.
Oh, it would work. Though I don't know. Oh yeah, you do have ears under your cap. There you go.
I do have ears.
So cute. Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Somebody call false ID. We're beefing.
Oh. Is this how I finally get onto anything false IDs done? I have to beef with someone.
Yeah, it's not something that you can do for fan art. You gotta beef with someone.
Yeah, sadly our videos uplifting artists aren't going to get us noticed.
Because it's not breaking news, unfortunately. But that is what it is. Do you wanna?
I don't know. Breaking news art is good.
Breaking news art is good. Let's see. How do we start this?
I was gonna say, since maybe we do like one like alternating.
Yeah, that works.
Who wants to start? I mean, honestly, you know what we might want to start with is maybe like talk a little bit about research, because I think that's important for this.
Oh right, yeah. So part of the tough part about making Snow Miku designs is you gotta both know what is possible in all these mediums, meaning 3D concert, Nendoroid, music videos, all that, but specifically the Nendoroid, because the Nendoroid is what the character turnaround is based off of. And we...
Oh, do you want to open... I sent you for visuals, so we don't the black thing. I made a list of all the things that may or may not be possible with Nendoroids, because it's not something that's super clear cut. And I have experience with 3D modeling for like production kinds of stuff, with like making 3D prints or, you know, figures and that sort. And Nendoroid's a little ahead in some ways, but also really not consistent about what things they do or do not accept sometimes. So we'll see. And it seems like budget plays a big role. So we did a lot of research, changed a lot of we had a lot of thoughts at the beginning that we have disproven at this point.
Yeah. Okay, looks like I'm capturing
so we will see.
the right. Yes, I am capturing the right window.
Narrow.
It is narrow. Why is it so narrow? Oh, it's because my window is narrow. That makes sense.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Now let's crop it. And oh no, that's me. That's me. And if you see my tracking is wonky, guys, it's because I don't have my phone today. I am tracking off of a ginormous iPad Pro, and not like a tiny iPad Pro. I'm talking like the art tablet size iPad Pro. So I just have to keep my face back for my iPad to see. But yes, we've got hair gradients. We have decided it is possible and common. Actually, by we, I mean EG. I had no part in this, but this was really helpful.
No. You were a part in a lot of these decisions about what was on there, or like you'll see towards the bottom there's some stuff that your research went into. But like
good.
hair gradients, almost requirement. I think every single Snow Miku has a hair gradient.
Yes.
Clothing gradients, we determined that they're usually heavily simplified or just entirely removed. So
Yeah.
usually not worth putting in a design. Transparency, that's where things get a little funny because there are Mikus that have it, others that don't. And then they have it in their hair. Every rule we've decided can just be broken by her hair for some reason.
Yeah. I think it's because Miku's
Interesting.
hair is the most iconic. They're willing to shell out the budget a little more for the hair.
Yeah, and I think because her hair is just two big chunks of plastic, it's not like things that have to overlap or interplay with other stuff or be connected to other things, really. You can get away with it in production.
Yeah.
You can be glossy or iridescent or metallic. Surprisingly, thin things are fine. I am amazed by this, but there's a bunch of models that have it. You can have fabric patterns. You cannot, however, have glitter. They usually don't do glitter.
Yeah.
Which sucks because this theme is glittering.
Glittering
is
snow
the theme.
material.
It is the theme. So like SFX like stuff is common, but we've never seen one on a Snow Miku. And then you can do skates, which I was surprised by because I was worried they'd break or influence something else, but
Yeah. The reason I looked into skates was because my friend who actually has Nendoroids, I have no Nendoroids, just a by the way. He's got a few Nendos, and he showed me that Nendos don't stand up on their own. They actually require a frame in the back anyways, which is why I felt like skates was possible. And I was like, well, what do you think? Like, I was thinking to myself, like, well, how can I know if skates are possible? And then I remembered Yuri on Ice exists. So then I looked up Yuri on Ice Nendoroid, and sure enough, it showed us both how they handle glitter and how they handle ice skates, which was a very good case study for me, as you'll see in the future.
More spoilers.
Yeah, a little spoilery. But this document has been helpful in deciding design choices. So thank you, EG, for putting it together.
Yeah, I'm still adding to it too. So if anybody has more insight on things, budget depends. If anyone has more insight on what things they'll allow, I am happy to add to this too.
Yeah, and then we can have this for every year, because I'm hoping this will be a tradition on my channel. It will be the Snow Miku season.
Sneaku season.
Sneaku season, yes. Okay, so
Alright.
that's a little bit of the research we did. I hope that helps anyone in chat designing their Snow Miku. I know some people were saying I'm gonna do it alongside you, Yam. Thank you so much for everyone who's submitted their Sneakus in the Discord. It's been nice to see everyone's designs.
I've also been snooping on them. I've been snooping in Yam's Discord too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my eyes are gonna look so crazy. I was hoping of editing this VOD down a little bit, but everyone's gonna be like, why is Yam's eyes so crazy? Because
you keep getting frozen on like one of these.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, but at least we have tracking. I was almost ready to PNG. We have our emergency PNGs just in case, but
yes. We'll see if my internet withholds me screen sharing. We'll see.
Whew. Okay. That is what we needed from Firefox, so we're good there.
Yes. All right.
I want you to critique mine first, because I've actually never done an art critique. I've done art appreciation.
Okay. Yeah.
Where I more or less only gave positive comments to people's VTuber designs, but I've never done an art critique. I've done a lot of music critique, but never visual art. So,
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, let me stream then. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Everybody, thoughts and prayers for my Wi-Fi connection, please. Okay. Let's see. Am I 10 frames a second? We'll find out.
You're good so far. I need to
Really?
watch the stream.
Miracle.
Pop out the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then dampers
Oh.
and window capture.
I got a nice little backdrop right now.
Oh, right. Where is that?
I can like vibe with your model here. Can I pat it on your head? It's in front of your overlay right now. I'm patting your Miku on the head.
I have so many. Like, I'm sure you can see, Ichi can see how many sources I have. That's the issue.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. What's going on there? Oh! Your green screen's taking your hair out. I was like, wait, why does your Miku have black hair?
This is. Oh, you know what it is? It's a PNG. That's what is happening. That's a chroma keyed PNG for my friend. We'll just make a new window capture, cause.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I keep like rescaling my windows to be like, you probably want to see more of the drawing, but I won't be able to find the things I need if I keep doing that.
Yeah, that's fine. I have very simple designs, so the detail isn't too important to see. This is my first design. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Does it matter
to you which one we start with?
No. This is the one I did first, so it's only fitting.
Okay.
Ah, my gosh, I'm moving everything.
Everything. Just a little relocation. And
then where's the window capture? Yeah, there we go. Now you can see everything. Yeah. So.
All right.
Oh no. Oh. What happened?
Now I think we see nothing.
Oh, it's me. It's just me. Just me being special. I'm moving.
I've been relocated too. I'm short again.
Yeah, we're. Okay. Not gonna touch. I'm not. What? You know what? I'm not gonna touch anything. Touch
nothing. Nothing.
So, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my design. So I decided, when I saw the theme, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, you know what's glittery is a disco ball. And you know what I really love is the disco diva aesthetic of the late 70s, early 80s. So this is Disco Diva Snow Miku. I decided I wanted a really fun and bright color palette for this. I had a very specific MV in mind. I was listening to Ohedo Julia Night by Michi M. I wanted a very pop and high energy Miku. So because they can't really do glitter, I included a lot of white speckles in this design. On the shoes and the top, because that is how Nendoroids can kind of interpret glitter. But then everywhere you see silver here should be metallic. That includes her eyeliner, her jumpsuit. I wanted her to be bright. So yeah, it's a lot of metallic. I don't know if that's in the budget. But I reinterpreted her twin tails as two space buns that represent the afros that were very common in the Disco Diva aesthetic. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I don't think it's very clear, but the purse is supposed to be a vinyl record that's also a snowflake. So if you can help me figure out how to make that more clearly vinyl inspired, that would be helpful to me.
Yeah, I will say I also wasn't reading it as a purse, so we might need to reevaluate a little there too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so I've taken some notes down from the things you said. That way I can keep them in mind, because if those are what your intentions are, so we're gonna try and make sure that you're achieving all of your intentions once we get to the design. And I'm glad you brought that up about the purse, because I was gonna ask you very quickly what that was.
That's not a good sign, when you can't tell what something is. But you know what? That's why we do critiques.
Yeah. So okay. I gotta formulate my thoughts here for a second, but I do want to say, like, right off the bat, I love Yukine. That is such a good, like, doing the, like, what do you call that, like, jumpsuit?
Yeah!
It's so cute.
Thank you.
I love that as, like, outfit design. I will say that, like, based on some of the tenets of Snow Mikus, I know this is, like, your for fun one.
This is my for fun
The
one.
tenets of Snow Miku usually require her to be in a dress or something that's, like, A-line.
Yeah.
So this is not quite capturing it, but hear me out. You could, if you, like, angled her pants out higher, you could make it be, like a faux, not in red, like a faux A-line, because they've let that go before. So I would suggest bringing this up higher or something like that. That way you can kind of get that faux A-line, or even, like, disco pants do the, like, wide leg thing anyway, where they're just, like, huge anyway. So you can kind of get that A-line, hit that, like, you know, thing that they are looking for.
Yes.
I will say the second thing that right off the bat is that I'm not seeing Miku, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think that some combination of her eye shape and her eyebrows is making me lose that she is Miku, because Miku is usually like a, like, this.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So, like, even, like, I know that the vibe you're going for, but even if we were to just, like, let me see if I can just, like, liquefy, shift things a little bit.
Yeah,
Or,
go
like,
ahead.
whoop, it's gonna be a little janky, but, like, even if we just go like that, it's a little janky, but, like, that's more Miku already.
Ah, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, eye shape.
So, a little bit of eye shape. I think the other thing that always ends up being a little weird, too, for Miku is front view ear visibility, where her ears are not often visible from the front, and that's one of the things that I've found has helped making her look more like Miku in designs, where you've changed her hair especially, is, like, if you were to take her, little zigzags here and like maybe move the outside of her head wider, but then also you're gonna get a much clearer shape language, and you're gonna get silhouette out of it too, because right now they're not influencing silhouette as much. And then, you know, they might cover the earring a little bit, but not too much, so I think that would be fine. So I think that's good. I do like the bit of asymmetry you have in yours. You'll see we get to mine that mine are pretty symmetrical, but that's just because I found that with figure design, more likely figures usually tend to go for symmetrical things because it's less work on the sculptor. And then for production, it's easier for production as well. But asymmetry's nice.
Asymmetry is
usually
nice.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So asymmetry's usually for the better. I will say, because of the gray, right now it's doing some weird things for your color palette. I know that it's gonna be metallic eventually, but I would suggest, and they have done this before, they have, like, tinted colored metallics they use.
Oh.
And, like, the thing that I think I'm missing from this right now too is I'm not necessarily getting winter still.
Yeah.
Because the colors are so, like, bold.
Yes.
I think that we're gonna do, like, a little, like, see if I can just pick, like, an overlay.
Go.
If I do, like,
do it.
If I do a color overlay, will that work? Yeah, okay, hang on. So it might not need to be this bold. And I might turn it down, but, like, if we tint your grays into a bluer color, it'll probably feel more winter. And then same deal with the hair, where you've got the hair really slanted to, like, the greener end of teal. And Miku, for Snow Miku, really has, except for, like, 1 or 2 variations, the same, like, blue hair color with, like, yeah, something like that, pastel. And then same deal for her hair, where her hair is usually more, and that's still green for it. Let's see. Her hair is usually, if I desaturate, will that help? Let's see. No. I gotta figure out how to do this with layers, but usually Miku's hair in the Snow Miku designs winds up being somewhere in, like, this realm of blue, which you might need to be a little cooler for. And you'll see that I have a little variation for it, where, because that'll make her feel colder.
I see.
So, like, just draw over real quick. This is, like, so messy. But the nice thing is that you could probably still keep that green and pink, because I think those are good pops of color. I will say that you do need to definitely keep having not a monochromatic scheme. I think that the stronger Snow Mikus definitely have non-monochromatic schemes, and they haven't done monochromatic really much since, I think, those, like, first 2 or 3. This looks really janky and wild right now.
It's okay.
There we go. So even, like, something like that would be, oh, you've clicked out.
I clicked out because I had the wrong chat. Here we go.
That's okay. But, like, even something like that, where we've tinted her more into the blues, away from the greens, it really makes this green sprig pop more too, because it's further away in color.
Yeah.
And then it also, we're feeling more snow. We're getting more winter out of it. And then I would, for the glitter, just for the sake of being like Nendoroid, I'd make them bigger just so that we can see it
Yeah.
better. Because especially when you're looking at the thumbnails, like people will be for voting, they're like this big.
That's true.
And I don't know if it really reads from that far away otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
a little bigger on the glitter.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I didn't know how to tie in, like, Snow Miku very well, because I had, like, a theme that was so far from Snow Miku that I was just like, I wonder how to... I tried to get it with the like, puffy, boa she has, but, like, representing snow, but I definitely think the color palette shift helps, and I will definitely, keep that eye shape in mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the eye shape is going to be the biggest thing that pushes her more into the Miku. I think that I am seeing what you mean about how you've repeated like one texture pattern all over the place.
Yes.
And the thing that I have found in design that is really important is something that's called triangulation.
Okay.
Where you usually want to pick 3 things and find something where they overlap or something. Or just in like texture or objects that you're including, you kind of want 3 visual motifs where like your first visual motif right now is this shape. Why am I in a pencil? Why is it? Oh, wrong layer, wrong layer.
We're good.
Like you've got this shape. You have this, which is in the hair, and it's in this puffy thing.
Yes.
The second shape you have is you've got this kind of like...
Yes, the zigzags.
This shape?
Yep.
And then third shape, I guess, is technically the snowflake, but because this is Snow Miku and that's a requirement, I don't really think that's considered, because it's also not affecting any of the like silhouette design that's happening. So I think that usually that would mean you'd want to have a third kind of texture.
Yeah.
And then also think about how you're working these textures throughout like the rest of the body, where this is kind of handled in like a squiggly shape, which maybe is supposed to reference this, but I almost wonder if it'd be more successful if these kind of cutouts were referencing your diamond shapes.
Oh, yeah.
That way we're getting the calling of that down into the lower part of the model too.
Man, you got good ideas.
Do you think so?
Oh
Thank you.
gosh.
And then same deal with like the last thing is that I think that a lot of Snow Mikus suffer from not having enough contrast. You have a lot of contrast, but I would say that you actually have too much contrast in some places, especially for what the like audience is into. The audience is very into pastel, and I'm not saying go pastel. I don't think you have to go pastel, but these like pure black areas I think are too much.
Okay.
Because it's drawing like a focal point into her neck and into that bag, and away from the other areas because they're so dark. Same deal with the hair. The hair's probably, if you were to like look at this at a glance, we're zeroing in on the hair first.
Yes.
So I would just take like maybe like a like dark navy somewhere in here, maybe, and do that instead, where maybe a little more saturated, where it softens up the contrast a little bit.
I see.
And therefore makes it a little bit less like distracting maybe, and it still reads compared to everything else as black.
Right.
Where we don't usually have to use a pure black.
I see.
So yeah, there we go. But I mean, otherwise you're doing a lot of really fun things here. The only thing left that I would say is we gotta figure something out about that purse.
Yeah, I thought it would be like, that was actually the last thing I added before critique, was I wanted to figure out how to make like a vinyl record look like a purse. But then I didn't want to bring it all the way to her shoulder because I felt like that would, the crossbody would kind of mess with the kind of complex neckline I have going on. So I didn't know exactly where to put it, and I also didn't know like how to make it read both snowflake and vinyl record at the same time.
For the sake of the drawing, you could just make her hold it and then have it be something where they can have her wear it. Nice. That color. That way it's not interrupting any of your silhouettes. And then we'll kind of get the point from it hanging that it's a purse.
Yeah.
And then I think also, like, this is an awful circle, but like if you were to put, like, you know those little like clasps that bags have on them?
Yeah.
Put little clasps on it and make it clear that there's like little like hinges on the bottom or something.
Yeah.
Or you can even pose it where it's like open and you can see the like meshing between it. Because by giving it a little bit of perspective, we'll be able to read what's happening a little better. As for making it feel like vinyl, I do like the snowflake on it. I'm not quite sure how I would suggest making it feel like vinyl, because vinyl is so detailed. That's something
Yeah.
where all the detail would come in the sculpt. It's not in like a
Right?
surface texture.
I guess I could just like talk. I could tell them. I could like make a little note
Yeah,
in Japanese.
I do see a lot of them. Yeah, I do see a lot of them that have like a note as to clarify what something's texture, material, or something else is. So I think that would be good. And then for the chain, I don't think you have to make the chain in that diamond shape language. You could just make it a more traditional chain, because that would still probably read in the shape language of your little like puffy things.
I see. Yeah.
So overall, this is a very unique Miku.
Thank you.
Honestly, I wish they would go for more unique Mikus. But
Yeah, I
think
mean,
this is a good unique Miku.
the way I came up with her high energy demeanor was just looking at the lineup and seeing how long it's been since we've had a high energy Miku. And I think since the last one was Grand Voyage 2022, we've had 2 Mikus that were more calm, and I think it's time for another like exciting Miku, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I do think we need exciting Miku. But overall, I think this is very cute. Maybe also like something with the gray that's over the shoulders. I don't know. I think play with colors a little bit, where you could even like section this off as something darker slightly or lighter. What? Oh, we're doing correction for some reason. Or like this could be darker. We're gonna create shapes.
Yeah.
Where things are reading.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly different.
Yeah, the reason I have like the triangle shape language in like the top is because I wanted to reference her tie, her Miku tie, in her like, original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having this in this area reference a tie.
Yes.
Yeah. I would honestly say if you're referencing the tie, just like clip these off into like a point. Because then it'll be more tie-shaped. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Where that also gives them a little more interesting silhouette. Feels more ribbony too.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So honestly, that's like not all that much. Like that would be in need of difference. Your base design, I think, is really good solid foundation for things. This is just like tweaks.
Aw, thank you. You're making me nervous now.
I can save this.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Why am I making you nervous?
I'm not gonna have that good of points for you.
I mean, honestly, that like more having just like more eyes on things would be good.
That's true.
Like at the end of the day, and even if the things that you have to say are more so like personal opinion of, hey, I don't think this looks ballet enough, or this looks whatever, vibe check me.
Okay.
Just vibe check.
Okay. I'll do my best. Let me grab my Clip Studio. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Still doing funny. There you go. If you also, the video thing that I made.
Yeah, I'll grab the video. Okay, EG, here's the video. It is here.
There we go.
Characters.
I don't know if it is audio and stream, but
it does not have the. Oh, does it?
It has audio, so it should have audio. That's.
Oh, it's loud. Oh crud. Sorry, guys.
Oh no!
There you go.
My preface for my Mikus is that I'm an iterative designer, so I start with something that usually starts out like total garbage, and then slowly make it stop being garbage over many iterations. So I think I have something upwards of almost 30 versions of a Miku right now in my folder.
My goodness.
And most of them are, a lot of them are variations of similar designs that it took me a while to figure out how to make work. So this is my, I suffered a little. I spent a lot of time.
That's amazing, because I feel like I know, like, in my head that it's good to do iterative design, but I get too attached.
Mm-hmm.
I get too attached, and then I don't want to.
That's why I just save duplicate files. That's the solution for me, is I will just save it under a slightly different name, and try my best with it. Thank you for people saying nice things in your comments.
Yeah.
And for like how long my iterations take, depends. Some of them, like, not this design. You'll see when it's cycling through, there's a design that's purple. That one took me like 3 hours to do the whole thing and had no iterations. But the bobber one that's on screen here, this fishing Miku, This I probably spent like just 2 weeks on just figuring out this one and went through about 15 different iterations.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third design that I have, which is like the icy dress one that's purpley, that one took the longest and has the most iterations, despite the fact that I think I worked on it the least. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. You know, I had one iteration of everything. I just kept building on it. I start really
That's
simple.
fine.
I have an idea in my brain, and then I try and add detail. I don't know.
Mhm.
You'll see with like my second one, I feel like it requires some better use of detail. Whereas I feel like Disco Diva can be really simple. The second one should be more ornate, and I don't know how to do it. And that's because I just start with really simple shape blocks because I've like watched on YouTube. I'm like self-taught from YouTube, and I've seen that like color
YouTube's
blocking
great.
is the way to start a design.
Yes.
So
Always designed with color in mind, yes.
I kind of just I zoom things out to a thumbnail size, and then I just kind of like do a rough here's where I want this color, here's whatever I want it to be darker, and then I zoom in and I add detail after that. So I don't do iterations, I just build on the same thing. But I should do
That's
more
fair.
iterations. I should.
We should probably stop subjecting your viewers to the Curb Your Enthusiasm song, yeah?
We're good, we're good. Here we go.
Oh, and I think your OBS is multi-leveling in the background right now.
Fun! Wait, why?
You've got OBSception in the background.
Whoa! How do we fix this? That's not
Well,
that. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? That's just.
that was a very good, like, infinite tunnel type deal.
I don't know what is happening today, but you know what?
OBS just doesn't like you today.
No, it doesn't. I even restarted everything. Oh well.
Sorry, chat. We're putting you in the pit.
Here we go. So tell me, like, the inspiration behind this design.
Yeah, so in my research for glittery material, I came upon Otaru Glassworks. And that seems like it is one of the common interpretations of the plot.
Yeah.
Or the plot, the prompt, yes.
Uh-huh.
So one of the things that Otaru is most famous for is for glass fishing float production.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of them, and they are these round things like you see in the hair that have like netting over them. So I thought that that could be a really fun design motif for it. And then we have Fisherman Miku. So she's got a little fishing rod, and Yukine's got her little fishing basket. She can put them in. The thing across her shoulders is the like, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm like gesturing. I'm rowing a boat. The pole that you use for, yes, it's like an oar, but it's a pole because you're usually in shallow water, so you can propel with it. And I had a couple different versions that had other things hanging off of the pole. I received some feedback that people liked the asymmetry of having, I had like a lantern in a similar style and then just the floats on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried they were a little too much, so that's what one of my questions is. And yeah, fisherman. And I thought a hat would be cute.
Very cute.
This is my pipe dream Miku. This is the Miku that I don't know if stands a chance, but this is the Miku that is I want fishing Miku.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then fishing rod.
My eyeballs are not symmetrical today. Thanks, iPad. Because I have my iPad all the way to the side. Like, this is somehow tracking my face at like a 90-degree angle. Good job, VTube Studio, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am just I do understand that the fish oars fish poles could be like a toggle of sorts. I'm speaking VTuber, but
yeah, you are. Yeah, we just toggle my 3D model, my 3D in real life model.
But I'm just wondering, like,
Prop.
when it comes to key art and the MV and like the
Mm-hmm.
3D concert. I think this would make a really cool Nendoroid, but I'm wondering
Mm-hmm.
her movement might be restricted, and there might be some clipping issues with the hair and these
Yeah.
poles. So I'm wondering if we like. I also think it's like kind of
I mean, they've definitely gotten rid of accessories in previous like concerts and stuff
yeah
that were potentially in the way, and I think the design's okay without it.
yeah.
But I felt like it needed context maybe, but
I feel like your general design has like a downward flow, like this angle,
hmm
in your hair. So I wonder if we just angled the poles down a little bit. That might help everything read more down. I don't
hmm
know. I
I see what you mean.
yeah, especially because like you also have that same angle with the ribbons. And I
hmm
wonder even if she's holding the poles like here.
Yeah, I had thought about making her hold. I mean, I think there's only one when they use it, and I have it on her shoulders, like, I don't know what it's called, the thing you put buckets on, but she could hold it in her hand
Oh,
also.
like a
Um,
yoke. Yeah,
is that what it's called?
I think so. The two buckets attached to one stick.
Yeah,
That's
like,
called a yoke.
yeah, two
Yeah,
buckets on one.
I think it's called
Ah,
a
fishing
milkmaid's
term.
yoke.
Oh,
Specifically, because
I
that's how
see.
they carried um, buckets of like milk and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. But
That's okay.
the idea of the pulls I really like. I'm just wondering if it stilts the flow of the general design because you have everything else that's kind of at an angle. I don't know if that's the right
That's fair.
terms. Um, but yeah, man, I love this dress so much. I really hope they're able to do this skirt because
I know. This hinges upon me interpreting them wanting glass this year being
yeah.
correct.
Yeah, and I also like the scalloped pattern that you have here and on the sleeves and even the dress under. I would probably, I'm gonna do this for one of my designs, but I would probably include what she looks like without the bell
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna.
in the final design sheet just so that if they want to take it off for things they
hmm
know how to they don't have to look through the
Yeah.
glass. um
hmm
and I'm wondering like if the snowflakes in the glass are necessary and or capable of in Nendoroid. I feel like
I
since
think they can, because that like globe dress that
Mhm.
I had in the examples has white, like semi-transparent white printed on it. But
Oh,
that might also be a budget thing.
yeah.
Because that was for like a big, she was like a like spokesperson for an event, I think, or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I don't know.
but like just cuz you have the hair like right behind it that also has snowflakes, I don't know if
hmm
the snowflakes are 100% necessary, but I'm trying to figure out where's
hmm
that second place you could put snowflakes just in case they want
Yeah,
more.
I know.
Hmm.
I know, because that I was gonna say my like I had three things for this design that I was gonna ask you about, and the first was, is it snow enough? Is it snow enough?
Yeah. I wonder, is there like significance to the way this is designed?
Yeah, so the outfit that she has is based on cormorant fishers specifically. So
Oh,
I
let
thought I would
me.
have like the little bit of scalloping and wings
Mhm.
to reference that. Cormorants are very dark colored, usually with a little more
Yeah.
speckling. So I didn't figure out a way to make it work with the darker colors, but I at
Mhm.
least wanted to have the reference to the like, wings and there being birds. But then I guess
Yeah.
that's also a point of confusion with having the fishing rod, because if you're using cormorant fishing, you don't use a fishing rod.
Okay, now that I have the picture next to me, I see like the yolk. I'm gonna give my
Mm-hmm.
audience this photo as well, so you guys
A sneak peek.
who uh is not very cultured like me. But this
Oh, that
is.
might be a Chinese example
Oh,
actually,
really?
but
I
yeah,
just
so
looked up.
cormorant fishing is popular in Japan and yeah.
Ah, Japan. I should put Japan specifically.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is
Um
a Japanese photo
oh, is
actually.
it?
Yep,
Okay. I was just looking at the button style on the jacket because I'm used to that being
being the frog mouth buttons being a.
yeah.
Yeah. Here's some artwork from Japan as well.
Mm.
From the Nagara River.
Where I actually even have a version that I can send you where I even gave her a cormorant and I had her and Yukine both balanced on her like shoulder yoke, where I
Oh!
had a cormorant and Yukine looking at each other and I thought it was really cute, but it was kind of busy. So
Ah,
I
I see.
I
I
don't
see.
know. And
Hmm.
then I also had a version with the cormorant up on the hat too, like sitting overlooking. My partner liked that one, but it felt made the design feel a little lopsided. So I don't
I
know.
think it's definitely a visual you should include in the final like ref sheet
hmm
because they also want to see that it would do well for a music video, and I think that's something that could be better realized in the music video about her fishing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not like I'm just trying to take in the information before I say anything because I don't
You're
want to
good.
like but now that I get the concept, I feel like you have enough um iterations of the wing. But I'm wondering like how else we can um get snowflake in that's not just a uh
Yeah.
printed.
Like the tips on things I tried to reference snowflake in and maybe I need to make it more like obvious. Um maybe I was seeing suggestions from the chat of putting it on like the hat a bit
Mm-hmm.
or something. Something about making it more watery. I'm not quite sure. Um
Yeah, I wonder if you could have like even just this doesn't really catch fit your shape language, but I wonder if there's like some icicles uh you know
Oh,
like
you know what? I could make them fit the shape language if I made them like, you know how when icicles start to melt, they get that
mhm.
kind of like wobbly, like rounded form to them? I could do
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, like
Ah,
even like
yes.
a bobbled. This would also help you with like a little bit of asymmetry to have like one one
Yeah.
right
Yeah, 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 yeah.
here.
Oh yeah. Oh
Uh
yeah, for sure. Oh, I'm writing this down. I'm writing this
oh,
down.
I'm glad I have a suggestion that's worth your while because I'm so um
Have more faith in yourself. Come on.
and then you could even have like I wonder if like there's a way to incorporate like a more obvious like I see the tips of the snowflake here, but I wonder if there's a way to have a more obvious kind of like
Yeah, like maybe because I've
snowflake.
got them cropped above like the center, like nexus, I guess, of the snowflake. I wonder if I cropped them to being like you can see more of it, like
Yeah,
like lower on the snowflake, I guess.
or what you could do, especially because this is going to be a Nendoroid. I
hmm
wonder if you could have like a woven pattern, a snowflake pattern
Oh.
in here, like a woven, not like
Ooh, like from the top down
from the
position?
top down position on the hat. Um,
Yeah.
and just have it
Yeah.
like a lighter woven color or even like a
Yes, yes,
white
yes.
basket weave. It doesn't have to be like a cheesy blue.
Yeah.
It can be
Uh-huh.
more subtle than that. Um,
Yeah, make it like the like lighter brown, but just so that it's like
yeah.
on there. Yes.
Hmm.
Absolutely yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad I've got stuff.
Yeah, big huge brain moments. Big brain moments here.
Yeah, and then let's see. Everything has like the good rule of three. I'm loving the whole red ribbon here, red ribbon here, red ribbon here, and then the
hmm
ties. It's all really well placed. I mean, I can see your expertise here. I'm definitely geeking out. about just how well placed everything is. I also really
Thank
like her
you.
hair texture. I like how it's not like it's we've done water in the hair before, which is
Hmm.
why I'm glad you went with such a more calm water texture than Grand Voyage Miku, because we've already
Hmm.
had like a ship inspired Miku. So having it be more of a like a different kind of water, a more still and tranquil water than the rough waters that Grand Voyage Miku's hair is based on, definitely makes this
Mm,
stand out enough that you don't feel like it's retreading old ground. Um,
mm,
I'm wondering, like,
mm.
let's see if I can do things that you were doing.
You're gonna do. Are you doing some color things or
Yeah,
something?
color things. Nope, that's 3D.
Ah. Oh.
That looks like color. Nope,
Oh.
I don't
Oh,
know.
are you looking for like the palette?
Oh, it's down here. It's been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a hot minute. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, say I have my clip studio set up to look like Paint Till Sai because that's what I started drawing in. So
what?
I have no idea what yours looks like.
Oh, it's probably default. Uh,
Oh,
I'm gonna lose my tracking for a minute. Um,
that's okay.
but
Got a question of if the fish carrying basket is what the bunny has. Yeah, I've got a fish carrying basket.
yeah,
Culturally accurate fishing net or cage might be a nice accessory too. Oh,
yeah. I'm wondering if you
Burn.
add. Well, this is really badly illustrated, but I think
Do your best. We're live. You're
doing
good.
like white here in between the folds would be a good way of
Oh, yeah.
having it in the Nendoroid. Kind of like
Mm-hmm.
2023 Miku, if you study the way that
Yes.
her wind swirls in her hair turned out, I think that would
Mm-hmm.
complement this idea better and make it more watery without making it too
Overwhelming. Too much
overwhelming.
detail.
Yeah. And even just
Yeah.
some that'll like adding some white ripple effects, I guess. Up here will also make it read more snow to me. Um,
Yeah. I was just worried because I didn't want too much glossy texture competing with the glass, maybe. Um,
oh. Yeah, but like if I'm thinking how they're gonna do it wise, they can make the hair matte, but have white
oh,
streaks in
yeah.
it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm trying to
I
figure.
might need to specify for that.
Yeah.
I'm also just worried for the submission purpose of people reading it visually like that because I've noticed a trend with how much rendering usually is done on submissions that become finalists, and they're usually not super rendered.
Yeah.
They usually prefer ones that are closer to flat color, so gotta be sparing in our texture details.
That's true. That's true. Um, so I wonder, like, I mean, this is a terrible example, but I wonder if you just like have like a flat color piece of white here and
We're starting
here.
to look like Shy Lily now.
Now we are. You're right. Oh my gosh.
Guess what, Shy Lily, you're getting your own Miku.
It might be a good suggestion or it might be a bad suggestion, but I feel like doing more with the hair might be
Mm-hmm.
helpful. Um, hmm. Is there
Yeah.
anything else I have to say? I am not sure.
You're good. I do just have like I have one more
Yeah,
question
yeah,
about it, which
yeah.
is that I have been having a hard time with color placement for Yukine because the problem I'm having with him is that, the Miku design is mostly white against her because she's a skin tone, so we can do it. We're not having a white on white issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yukine, on the other hand, and like, also in reference to the Cormorant Fishers, I gave him the blue because that's usually what I see in references for that.
Mm-hmm.
But like then the placement of the red and the gold, like it feels kind of like it's not jiving right to me. I don't know if you have thoughts about that.
It looks fine to me. Let me sit and think. I I think the white here does kind of look
It's reading like his tummy,
It is
maybe.
reading like his tummy. Hmm. I wonder if you turned that into
Oh,
this right
yeah.
here.
I got suggestion of maybe some green color similar to her hair. Yeah,
Ah.
maybe.
Let's see. Let's see. What? Let me grab it.
Hmm.
That's pencil. Where's my brush? There it is. It's been a hot minute. I only use my iPad for. Oh gosh, we need some
That's so fair.
stabilization. Ooh.
If you saw me try and open Photoshop to use it for anything that's not like specifically photo editing right now, it'd be just like swimming around in nothingness. I have no idea how to use Photoshop anymore.
I feel like it's just. What if you just thicken the. Honestly, Rabbit Yukine is usually so simple. I
I
wonder
know,
if you
yeah.
just thicken his OB.
Oh, and just not have the double layer, just
Yeah.
have it be a one color.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
works
that's
better.
true.
Though I am wondering, like, this brown and this red are really similar. I would I would even maybe darken the brown.
Oh, I had it darker actually, and it was too distracting, I think, in contrast when I had it that way.
Oh.
But if you can find a brown that works better.
I'm really bad with color.
I will admit, color is not always my
Forte.
strongest suit sometimes. Yes, it's not always my forte. Because I am also
Whoa.
specifically for this case, I guess this is my disclaimer is that my training in character design is very much for like cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not the aesthetic that is prevailing here. So like if I was doing it based on the way I've learned character design, I'd be using much bolder colors
why don't
and
where's the color
yeah.
wheel?
Oh, Rabbit has too many warm colors in contrast to Miku. A lot more brown and
Ah.
red compared to your, that's also true. I think proportionally, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I might need to work that ice color in that's like in the skirt too, maybe then.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because it's
Dress up
just
the rabbit as a glass ball. Just make him the bomber. I think we're getting too close to Shrimp Coup doing nefarious things with
yeah.
Yukine for that.
I think
Gotta keep my man safe.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make this brown's value darker
Mhm.
without like relying on the stem. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere.
Oh,
We're getting yes, here.
oh,
This is
getting.
the exact thing I was looking
Oh,
for. This will
palettes.
help.
Whoa.
That'll be. I'm gonna try this
Hmm.
brown. Let's see. Might be too saturated since you're trying to go more pastel. But even just
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah, you are fully frozen.
I am fully frozen. Good
Oh,
good to
there you go.
know.
You're back. You're back. You're
Yeah.
back. I was gonna like try and just like stick my finger in your mouth, but I couldn't figure it out fast enough. I don't think I can actually get my arm over there. Almost.
Oh, okay. This is how it works. Okay. What about something like oh, that's way too dark. Whoa. I've been away from the drawing for so long, I forgot.
That's okay. I mean, a lot of it is also like getting into color relationship too, where some of the weirder things that go on, not in this design, but one of my other ones, is that there is a color that looks green. It's not green. It's blue. Everything's all weird color relationships.
Okay, I think this is probably too dark, but just a visual indication that I think if you darkened this, it would differentiate from the red more. Um,
Mm.
and then if you wanted to get glass on Rabbit Yukine, I would give him um
Mm-hmm.
let's try and show it. I would give him just a bubble here or maybe
Oh, yeah, give him like a glass, yeah, something.
yeah, either
Yeah,
here
that makes sense.
or you could also even like
Like on that like belt or something.
Oh, I would give him little glass Zoris.
Ah!
Why not? I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if that would work.
I don't know if it would work.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Cinderella.
Um, I also saw a suggestion of would it be a thing to represent the shade of trees reflecting in the water? Oh, interesting. I don't know. See, like those are the like design ideas that I had not thought of. I wonder how you would even approach that. I don't know. But that is an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Arr.
Um, but other than that, I think the fish pole's really super well done. Um,
Mm.
maybe on the fish pole, I'm just adding detail at this point, but maybe you could even since I see all your ideas on Miku iterated except for the fishing net, I would give it
Oh, yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
grip.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rope texture. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I see what you mean. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then the last thing I would say is Nendroid usually have really interesting eyes just because they're
Yeah, I didn't
print.
get really into the eyes yet. Yeah.
So
I
I would look into Nendoroid eyes and just
oh for sure.
get fun with it. Yeah.
Yes, I really didn't go very far into the eyes yet, just because that'll be in my like cleanup
Yeah.
stage.
Mhm.
But yeah. Yay, thank you. I have so many ideas.
Oh, I'm glad. I was worried that the things I came up with weren't helpful, but I
No,
think
no, no,
it's
no.
good.
You're absolutely helpful. Absolutely helpful.
And I think this is the kind of level of detail they're looking for. I would say
Mm.
because she's gotta translate well into like super simple things, but then you also have to remember that they like to make like a MV and a good smile. Um,
Yeah, the full-size figure is what I'm thinking about too, where like there are some things that like I know will work better on a chibi proportion, which is kind of wild. Like my outfit that I have as
mhm.
me, if I try and put this on my 2.0 model, it looks jank because the proportioning is so different. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
So that's the other like low-key concern with this is like they're gonna have to do a lot of reproportioning with some of this stuff in general for everyone's designs
yeah.
too.
That's that's why I'm worried about my next design, and I guess we can get into that
Segue!
once I find.
Oh,
Oh,
here,
let me
I have to
export
stream it
this
again.
file. Export. Yep.
Go for it.
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna share mine. We'll see. Was I okay the last time I shared? Did it
Yes.
like destroy me? Oh, okay. Wi-Fi being very kind.
We needed something to be kind, because.
I know. I think it took pity on me. It was like you guys have suffered enough. We'll give you some frame rates.
Okay.
Ooh, I have sticky notes falling off of my computer.
Oh
Am
no.
I streaming the right thing?
I need to. I need to fix the inception before. I gotta watch your stream.
No, not Inception.
Yes, you're streaming the right
Sending
thing.
us back into the void.
Here we go.
Yay!
So I've got. Oh, I didn't send you the other one. I'm stupid. There's two.
What?
Two views of this.
Oh, yeah. I was saying I only have the front. Oh, because you said you wanted me to see what was it, the skirt?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let me just. I gotta actually send
Mm-hmm.
a little update, TM. I decided. I changed the skirt like last minute last night, and I don't know if what I've got works, but.
I mean, honestly, I like this skirt the way it is right now, so I'm interested to see what your change to it is, but
It's just a like accessory add-on. I was thinking of accessories
Oh.
last night, as you can probably
Yeah.
tell.
I only have an accessory for fishing Miku right now. My other two don't have accessories because they're both ballerinas, and I could not figure out a ballerina accessory that would make sense. Like the one I want to give maybe a lamp, but that's not a ballerina accessory.
Yeah.
Or like the most like common overdone ballerina accessory, the ribbon on a stick.
Ah, yes.
So
Angelina Ballerina, where are you?
Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay, so I have like an ice
oh.
tutu that I was considering adding because I started with a tutu and then I was like, no, I want a figure skater skirt because she's a figure skater and I want to reiterate that. But then I had like such a
hmm
theatrical inspired rabbit yukine, so I wanted to bring back in that like kind of swan like tutu, and it's meant to be transparent. Because I was just
Yes,
like, well, if they can do transparent, here's an idea of what you could potentially do for transparent. Um,
absolutely. Let me open. There we go.
yeah,
Transparent version.
there you
There
go.
we go. We'll give it a white background for some contrast or something. Where did my bucket go? There we go. Okay. All right. So I will say I do like the addition of this skirt, and I do definitely think you should. Whoops! I'm just gonna close this one so we stop seeing it. Um, I do. I like the shapes that you have on here. I think that this is a clever way of having a subtle snow motif going on
Oh,
to
yay.
it. Would it be funny they were all doing ballerinas and they won't pick any ballerina at the end? I don't know. I like jumped on the bandwagon because I feel like usually with them there's something. Oh yeah, see theme when everyone's doing mermaids. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But like I feel like it's time that we had like a figure skater or ballerina. I feel like those are
it's
themes that would make a
crazy
lot of
that Ice
sense.
Skater hasn't been picked for Snow Miku. Um,
Yeah. And
because,
like very easily.
right? It's literally, I mean, I'm so glad we got skiing Miku or Skiku for our winter sports theme, but uh,
Oh, is she skiing? I thought she was snowboard.
she can do both.
Oh,
The
she can do it
She
all.
can do it all. But I call her
There you
Skiku
go.
because that sounds better than
Yeah.
snowboard Miku.
Snowboard coup.
Yeah. So
She can do it all.
this is my figure skating Miku, specifically
hmm
inspired by like ice ballets. Um,
hmm
but I watched a lot of just like freestyle figure skating for this, where they are dancing to music a lot of the time. Um, that is definitely a big thing in Japan. Is their ice skating Olympic team is always some of the best. But I tied it
Oh.
specifically to Hokkaido with cut glass. Where
Oh, cut glass. Okay, yeah.
yes, so you see the crisscross pattern. That's because
Yes.
I am trying to reference cut glass throughout the design,
Okay.
which is a
Let's
little
note.
different than the one that you have. But I still think I still hope that it comes across because I'm having a little bit of a hard time with my balancing my themes, I think, and balancing detail. Those are the two things.
Ah.
I'm happy
Okay.
because this one looks more like Miku. That's what I'm happy
hmm
about. But I'm having a hard time figuring out how to get my themes across without like slapping you across the face with them, if that makes sense.
That's fair. Um, so I think that when you say cut glass, are you talking about like cut crystalware?
Yes.
Like, okay. I am not especially getting that. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that
Mm-hmm.
that is going to come down to like a texture thing where like when we see like cut glass, usually it has like angles to it where it's like this area is darker in this angle and then this area is like lighter in the angle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where because of that like reflection of light, we kind of tend to get that feeling from it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm just getting it just from the crosses. So it is subtle, and I know you're trying to be subtle, but I think you definitely need to give us a little more on that so that
Mm-hmm.
we'll get that reference.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think that maybe the top is a little too detailed
Yeah.
for Nendroid.
Okay.
Um, but it is like cute and it is well considered pattern. It is snowy, but I think it might be a little much for
Okay.
like what they usually go for.
Mm-hmm.
I really like your shapes of your outfit, and I like. Whoops, that's me. Ah, spoiler. um, I honestly, because of the silhouette of this one, I like this silhouette better. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go with this one, you should angle your arms up.
I see.
Because I think we're having a silhouette thing happening, like here,
Yeah.
where like the hair should come like
Out.
out. Whoops, that's a layer that has nothing on it. Like, hair come out.
Yeah.
Arm go rotate. That way we can get the silhouette of the skirt in there.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna look super scuffed just doing it like this. But whoop, that's too high because now we're in the hair.
But yeah.
But like you have to find somewhere between it so that they're not all intersecting right there, so it'll read more clearly in the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think this upper thing is necessary. Like, I understand that with like figure skaters, they usually have a transparent thing on top.
Yeah.
Or somewhere, or translucent somewhere.
Yeah.
I would maybe consider making this be transparent and having something that's got that ruffle language under it, maybe.
Okay, okay.
That way, because there's something about this that I really like, where there's the simplicity of the pattern, but it's very clever in the way that it feels like a snowflake.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to hide your cleverness of that with this.
Okay.
Because this is just more obvious snowflake.
Okay.
This is clever and subtle snowflake, you see what I mean?
Okay. Well, then we can critique the one without you. I think you can tell that like the bag and the tutu were like my last minute. I'm getting nervous. I need to add stuff.
No. So never do the get nervous add stuff. Usually stick with the thing that you've spent the time on and do not add things just because you feel like you have to add something to it. If it didn't come to you in the process as like I need to add this, I'm going to slowly work on this and improve it. Don't tack the thing on.
Okay.
I think you can see how much time you considered in the skirt here.
Okay, I'm glad.
And I think that it benefits from that.
Yeah.
So in terms of like thinking about like ice dancers, I don't quite know exactly what that looks like, but I am thinking of figure skaters. Yeah. And it is reading figure skater. I like that you're getting like princessy sleeves. Whoops, that's not the tool that I wanted. Hello. I like these puff sleeves. I think that's good for her silhouette, specifically with your little wing additions too. That's very cute.
Oh, thanks.
For having the texture on her leggings.
Leggings, yes.
It's reading like fishnets right now.
Oh no, fishnets for me. Pia Pearl's gonna be mad at me for fishnets.
I don't know. I don't know if they'd actually mad at you for it, but I don't know if that's the vibe.
That's not the vibe. I was just
so. I would consider solid color.
Solid color.
Where solid color. It looks like you've used the Yukine color. Consider like solid color, and then having maybe like, just like maybe not the same color as the shoes too. Maybe like weep, somewhere in there maybe.
Yeah.
And then if you want to have white, you can still give her like, what if we have like diamonds on the side? Or like, just like give a little like crisscross on the side where it's like, to be reminiscent of the snowflake thing you have elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fishnets. That wasn't my intention.
Not fishnets. I figured as much, which is why I was like, that's not something that I would assume Yam would add to a design.
No.
So, yes, the sleeves do look like gems. I think that's good, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Sleeves do look like gems. Miku almost always has gloves in her Snow Miku design, so I think that that's good, too, for that. That's hitting one of the things that's most common.
Yeah.
I think maybe for her hair pieces, you could make the silhouette more extreme.
Okay.
Where these, like, come up here.
Yeah.
And stick up off, and then have, like, I don't really know how this thing you're assuming would work, but have it have a little bit more extreme of a silhouette. What are these things in reference to? Are they referencing something specific?
No, I just need to add something.
Okay, alrighty, I'm gonna stop you right there.
I needed something silver in her hair because I had something white in her hair, and she's got that silver on the bodice, and I wanted to add some silver into her hair. That is why they exist.
I think you're right for doing that. That is, from a design standpoint, the right move. That is the schmove. However, I think you need to reference something particular in ice dancing, like if they have specific things they do with their hair,
they have it,
or if there's something
like there's very little accessorizing in the actual hair. That's the hard part. Because let's be real, if Miku was figure skating with this, it was
disaster.
A disaster.
She'd skate over her hair. Yeah. But I mean, this could be something where maybe like I'm trying to think of like, you know, the cut glass reference, where is there something that is done in cut glass that you could put like the shape language of in her hair in reference, where like I don't know. Like I'm thinking when I think of cut glass, I'm thinking of like decanters and like glassware. And I
Yeah.
don't think you should stick I don't know if you should stick a like drinking glass in her hair, but something to maybe that effect to have that
Oh.
because also these little swirly textures you have here
Uh-huh.
aren't super present in the rest of the design where you could go instead into like like cut glass usually has like their like things where like I don't really trying to draw it like freehand. Where
Yeah.
like they have the kind of like that thing, and they usually have like a shape language of diamonds, which you have in other places that it could
Yeah.
reference perhaps. I don't I wish I had something more specific to say for it, but
I
I
know.
I'm not sure. But you are definitely right to put silver up here. I think that is the schmoove.
Yeah. I watched like a documentary of like a craftsman in Hokkaido doing the
Oh.
Edo period cut glass,
Hmm.
which is how I got the simple crisscross because I know that cut glass can get a lot more ornate.
It's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, um, and but I don't know what to do with that like that part of the design. I
Hmm.
just knew it needed to exist.
Yes, that is the hardest part. When something needs to exist, I had that problem too, where it's something needs to exist, but it has to make sense for
Yeah.
shape language or something else. I wonder if maybe you could replicate what's happening in her sleeves for her hair, maybe, now that I'm thinking about it.
Ah,
Where like if you were to have I don't really know how to draw this on right now
it's
because of
okay.
like the way your pigtails are, not like that. But something where you would have like the diamond shape of it
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
and have that, but then you could also have like you've got the crisscross on there, maybe make it a little bigger or
uh-huh,
something.
uh-huh.
So that way it's reference to something else in the silhouette.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, I'll have to reiterate on that one part a few times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think.
And hmm?
Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was on a different thing. If you have a thought on this one, go.
Uh, I think the hard part is I want to make them transparent, but you can't do silver and transparent at the same time. Like, I don't think Nendoroid is gonna be
Mm-mm.
happy with that.
No, I don't know about that. At least for metallic, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Ugh.
So, my other thing is that usually in design, I know that this might be a little bit different in terms of uh like Japanese aesthetic for art, but in terms of character design, which
Mhm.
is what this is, monochromatic designs have a place, but when you're trying to sell something, you usually don't want monochromatic. So
Mm.
most of the Mikus have a secondary color.
Mhm.
So right now it's overall one color. You have gold right here and that's the only spot, and then you have green right here and that's the only spot. So
Oh.
I would say a lot of the winning designs have gold somewhere.
Mhm.
So I would encourage you to incorporate the gold elsewhere as well for this
Okay.
because I think that that would strengthen it all because like in terms of color, I don't want to say it's boring, but it's not giving the pizzazz that we need,
I think I was very safe because I was so bold with my colors in the fun design that I was just like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I need to hold myself back a little bit. So
Hmm.
I was making very safe design choices with this one so that I could have the dress
Hmm.
be my focal point. Um,
Yes.
because I had that whole idea with the halter neck being a snowflake. And that was like what everything else was
Yes.
kind of framing. Um,
Yes, I really like that for her neck piece.
mhm.
I think that that is a very clever use of the snowflake. I did something similar too, where, which is funny that we came to those conclusions, but I didn't think I saw any other ones doing that.
That's
So I
funny.
think that's very funny that the two of us both did it, but
Yeah.
others didn't.
Uh-huh.
But I think that that's clever, and I like the way that you did it better than the way I did it, maybe
Oh,
too,
really?
because yours connects down in a way
Uh-huh.
where it makes it feel like it's supporting her
Yeah.
shirt. And I feel like the name of the game with Miku is often as little skin showing as
Yes.
possible.
Especially with
And
Pio
she
Pro
almost
Miku,
never
yeah.
has, yes,
Pio Pro
she almost never
Miku's
has that area visible. So you've covered more of it, which is probably for the better.
yeah,
Um,
Pia Pro Miku is very, very modest. She's
yeah.
the idol type Miku. Um
Hmm.
and because Pyopro handles Magical Mirai and the Snow Miku
Mm-hmm.
contest, the one exception they do is Racing Miku. But that's because they're
I've
doing
seen.
a different demographic with that one, not the idol
Mm-hmm.
fans, but the racing fans. And I think that's why you can get away with
Mm-hmm.
more skin in Racing Miku, but that's also why I gave her leggings in the first place, was because I was like, actually, on a good smile figure, she's gonna need leggings with
Yes.
this design. Especially because I was watching figure skaters, and a lot of the times they'll actually wear flesh colored leggings.
Yes.
But
Yeah, to
you
keep
can't
warm.
do that in a Nendoroid, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But I think that's the right move because the most skin that the snow mikus usually ever show is their face. Sometimes they'll have a little in the upper arm, and
Yeah.
sometimes they have it around their ankle, and that's usually it.
Yep.
So smart decision there. You've got more coverage. That's good. I
Thanks.
also think I want to see these wings somewhere else too, where we're talking rule of threes
Mm.
before. This
Hmm.
is a one. I'm not seeing anything else
Ooh.
reiterating that.
I bet they could go on the
Where,
skates actually, because the skates are really plain
oh,
right now.
yes. Yes. I think they could go on the skates. And I think for like shape language purposes and for the way that we're reading this, the fact that these are angled up is a little confusing.
Okay.
Um, I'm not, maybe it's because I'm too used to reading perspective when we're looking at a flat view, where like I almost want these to be angled down
Ah.
because directing us down into the leg. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So, like, I watched. This might be showing my greenness as a character designer. I watched one video one time that said you always want to point your things up to the face, so that's why they're angled up.
Yes. Yes, I know what they're going for with that. That is true. I I know what they're going for with that, but I think that that is something where you have it happening other places where
Okay.
these point
Okay.
us to the
Mhm.
face, and this is pointing us to the face, and this shape points us to the
Okay.
face.
Okay.
Where this doesn't need to point us to the face, that's so far away from the face
Okay.
anyway. Just by the direction of her leg, we're going to the face.
Good to know.
Yeah, so usually for perspective, even when you're looking at a flat perspective, there's an assumed viewpoint of like you being the viewer being like right here somewhere.
Okay.
So usually that's why even in a dress when we're viewing from the front, we are assuming that you're still above the waistline, we arc it down. Same with the leg, where I'm reading these maybe as like it's a diamond topped like thing. I'm like gesturing to my own leg, like you can
Mhm.
see that.
Mhm.
But I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't quite make sense where I don't quite know how to phrase it.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I feel like it would make more sense pointing
I
down.
mean, just
Unless that's something that you're attached
visually it
to.
looks good pointing down. And my logic, I do realize now that my logic of trying to point up to the face all the way from the knee maybe wasn't super super well thought out there.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. But I mean, otherwise, I think that you're doing a lot of smart things with this, and I think that having an ice dancer like snow skate Miku design
Hmm.
is good. We're ready for it. The world
Yeah.
is ready for ice skater Miku.
Oh,
Make it real.
thank you. I thought cut glass was gonna be a good way to go about it, because in
Mm.
ice skating you make a lot of lines in the ice. So I felt like those ideas
Oh.
could marry a bit. I don't know if I'm like getting that like it through in the design, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
That's smart. I we need to sell that more. I don't know how to do it, but we got to sell that more because that's really clever.
Yeah.
I huh. I'm trying to think of what way we could. You know what might be the simplest way of selling this
Hmm.
is if you pose her feet to the side
Uh-huh.
more. That's
Uh-huh.
funny. But if you were to just draw it so that she is like, figure skating
Uh-huh.
on it,
Uh-huh.
just have like her skate lines cross behind her. Like have her be
Ah.
figure skating, or just have like a little off to the side
Off to the
drawing of
side
Miku doing
drawing
her
of
little
doing
skate.
like little zigzags in
Whee!
the ice. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's got this, and then you can see like other places where she's like crossed over other ones.
Yeah. Because I think that would make such a fun music video too. I tried to do
Yes!
I tried to keep the things that I tried to do was conceptually, I always had some sort of music in mind. I'm a music major. It is what it is. So I had music in mind when I did
For the
this,
better.
and that's why both of mine have like a dance in mind, like a motion in mind. To, I was basically playing an MV in my head while designing these. So I'm just trying to figure out how to better portray the idea in my head in a visual design that's just a character turnaround. You're right, I can probably doodle on the side for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping
Oh.
people get what I'm doing. And then Rabbit Yukine, he needs some help. He needs some
I
help.
was gonna say, I don't quite know what he's doing.
I don't know.
Think this is too much. This is too much.
I struggled. Unlike my other Rabbit Yukine that, like, I knew what I wanted, this one I don't know what I want with Rabbit Yukine.
Yeah. Which I, like, not to say that I can see, but I can see that which things you're carrying over. You haven't really carried the cut glass over into him.
Oh, right. Yeah. That makes sense.
Which I think is important. He usually doesn't have a crazy amount of patterning in his fur anyway, so I think just having in the ears is enough. This, is that like a little like blousey, like
it's a ruffled neck. I was looking
at... Do they do that in ice skating?
Specifically like dance ice skating. I was watching a few like performances, and there was one with a prince and princess costume this is like loosely based off of, especially with the puff sleeve.
Wait, princess. So I can see he's a prince.
Yeah.
She needs a crown. She needs something.
She needs a crown, princess. Maybe.
Yes. She needs a crown. I'm just going to.
But is that too many themes now? I'm wondering. The cut glass and the figure skater and the princess, is that okay?
Three. Triangulation, rule of threes.
You know what?
No, three's fine.
I could probably do a lot of cut glass stuff with the tiara anyways. Maybe that is a good way to go.
Yes. And then that will be the first way that we work the gold color into the design, where then you can say, okay, find a place over here, a place over here for gold, perhaps. And that's your tertiary color.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I wonder, though, is silver and gold okay to have in the same design? Is that just like a fashion tip that I'm thinking of? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
And no. I mean, depends on how you do it. Depends on how warm they are, where right now, like, it's a little bold maybe, but like, I think I did gold and silver together.
Okay. Yeah,
perhaps.
I'll have to think. I'm...
And mixing metals is like something that you have to do with intention on color and balance and other things. So, oh yeah, I'm seeing suggestion of like the skates gold. Yes, then they'll contrast against the ice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, more silver and more orangish gold. Yeah, so it's a temperature thing for it where we can get it to work certain ways. But yeah.
Okay.
Did you have any things that you were thinking about with it?
No.
That you maybe had questions about?
Honestly, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with Rabbit Yukine in this, because I don't know if I can put ice skates on Rabbit Yukine. That seems like a little bold, and not very thinking of how Nendoroid works. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he can wear ice skates too?
I don't know. I mean, I gave mine...
Zori. Yeah.
Zori, so, perhaps? I don't quite know, because the thing is, he doesn't usually have a plastic stand. He usually just sits on the stand. Oh. I don't know, I'm seeing a sure give him skates, so maybe it's fine. Maybe
Isaki says it's okay.
If Isaki says it's okay, I'm gonna believe that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust that.
Maybe give him skates.
And then maybe we do that so we differentiate. Actually, that's still really subtle, the gray. But, I mean, I think that maybe consider his, like, shape language a little more, too, because you've just kept it flush with the jacket and stuff, where is this something where we make these sleeves come out to
Oh,
mimic the
puff
kind of puff that
sleeves.
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like puff just at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Or let me think of anything else I
He's
can think
just
of
so
that might.
small. I was having a hard time.
Yeah.
A really hard time, yeah.
Yeah, I had the same thing where I was like, whatever I've done with Miku, I have to somehow mirror it, but make it 80% more simplified and smaller, which is already a lot because we are already simplifying Miku so much.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, the only other thing that I'm thinking of is like, maybe this is like a nutcracker thing too much, maybe, but like, you know how you see they get like the double-breasted kind of front to it?
Oh, yeah.
Or like, why is my pen not filling everything in? And then have like his buttons, that way we work the gold throughout more, but then it's more shapes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the stand could have foggy white color to represent the ice, show cutting from the skates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got these
Yes.
ideas in my head. I just gotta figure out how to make them
Yeah, you're gonna be
translate.
making a lot of use of that upper corner quadrant of the
I'm gonna have
sheet.
I'm gonna have to draw I have to draw detachable skates for one. I have to, because those do exist. I need to show that the skate can pop off. And then I also have
those skates, they pop off.
Yeah, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to dance in a concert. To my knowledge. Unless they want to somehow mocap an ice skater, I don't think they're gonna want to.
I would love it if they did, but yeah, that is a concern.
Yeah.
But I mean, otherwise, I think solid.
Thank you.
This is like super like silly of me. I know that the Nendroid has her mouth super low, and they're like default.
Thank you.
it makes her feel more chibi. It makes her like more cutesy, and it gives like more into her energy. I don't know why they're base, because when they make the Nendroid, her mouth isn't that low.
It's just
I don't know why the base has it.
Yeah, interesting. I also felt like her eye placement was a little weird in the Nendo.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I have significantly altered the base. Like, I changed her eye placement, I changed her nose and her mouth and her leg positioning and her arm poses. I gave her hands with fingers. Like, I was like, I don't know what's going on here, but we need to make it look more like the Nendroid.
Yeah. I only changed the eye and eyebrow placement, and
That's fine.
I tried to give more of a my style eyeball for this one. I don't know if everyone likes it, but I did try and keep like the printing in mind, which is why I felt comfortable giving her like frost tipped eyelashes.
Yes, I have been looking at some of the designs where I was like, why have we not had more inventive eyelashes, like specifically? Maybe that's just me the way I am, but I was like, I feel like we could have cooler eyelashes. So I like that you frost tipped them.
Yeah.
I didn't actually study your eyes that close, but I think you did a good job with the eyes with detail.
Yeah.
This shape doesn't relate to any of the other shapes, so I might change just the pupil shape a little bit.
I think I'll just do a cut glass diamond. You're right.
Yeah, I think a diamond.
I think I accidentally repeated Yam's eyeballs.
You did. Hey, you know what they say? We always put a little bit of ourselves into the design.
Apparently.
And you did. You put a little bit of you into the design.
I was just like, wait, how did you get to
and I was like
clover?
And you do for the aesthetic of the more Japanese aesthetic of how her hair is handled, you did go for the more detailed approach that is more common. I think that the place that I'm gonna suffer is that I think, as you can see maybe from how I am, that I think in big shapes for hair, where I am a cone. And I made my other Miku just have cylinders.
Ah, I see.
So you'll notice a trend in my hair shapes that I have done, which is object. It doesn't feel like hair necessarily. So
I see.
I think that that's gonna be a boon for you.
Oh, I see. The hair required 4 iterations, and one of them was just a big chunk of hair, and I was like, no. I need I was trying to represent the motion she's gonna be doing on skates with that, with the crisscrossing and twirling.
Yes.
That that is
Yes.
that's the
Yeah.
goal behind the hair. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that this design has so much clever big brain stuff going on. You're gonna have some supplementary drawings to make sense of it, though.
Thank you. I'm gonna try my best, and also thank you, Isaki, for also following on Twitch. It's an ambitious.
Isaki's just like on standby, giving us bonus feedback.
I know.
Here.
I'm gonna have to also submit to Isaki once I've sketched the first critique. But like. I feel like this design, I have a lot of brain ideas, but I am just like struggling to get it out to the audience in the same way.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard cuz
it is hard. That's why I went through so many iterations on mine where it was like I have like a skirt idea. What the hell else do I do?
Disco Diva took me 30 minutes and this one has taken the entire time.
30 minutes? What?
Yeah!
Are you kidding me? This is so cute! How the hell did you do this in 30 minutes?
I just put whatever I wanted on it. I didn't have to think about it. This was just like, this is what I want to see in a Miku. But
you know what? I guess self-indulgent, that makes sense, but like, that's wild to me.
This one took
even the one that I was quick was like, I spent 5 hours on this as opposed to.
No, literally, I didn't have to reiterate anything on Disco Diva. I put my pencil down and that's how it turned out.
And it just absolute like genius ideas just flow forth.
I just feel like they're less thought out than these.
And I mean, sometimes that's how it goes.
This one is well thought out, but I don't know how to get people to notice the well thought outness, if that makes sense. Because I'm so proud of thinking of like, oh, cut glass and ice skating have something in common that will tie this design together. But I don't know how to do it in a Miku design.
I mean, I think the difference you're seeing here is you were working kind of intuitively on the disco one, whereas this one you're trying to work very, very like intentionally.
Yes.
And I think that the struggle is finding a middle point between them. Where, like, it's so hard to make them meet sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think that all of your intent, I think that you have a very solid shot if you get all of your intent to show, whether it be supplementary drawings or like, you know, coherency things. I think this is a cleverness that is necessary.
Oh, thank you. I was hoping that the ideas I had came through, because otherwise I'm just like, I have nothing this year. I love Disco Diva, but she's not gonna win, man.
Can we talk about how, like, I fully firmly believe that some years the prompts are better than others, especially as, like, somebody who's trying to do design. I think this year's prompt sucks for trying to do a design.
It's definitely not supportive in giving you ideas. Let's just say that.
No, it's so vague. Where, like, the I don't know what the specific wording of most of the ones were, but, like, you know, we had, like, ocean as a vibe. We had, like, the lights one was also a problem like this one, the illumination, like this. But, like, animal or, like, other things, it's like, give us more. Magical girl, like, I know exactly what things to go for. For this, it's like, good luck.
Right. And the fact that the theme is based on something that Nendoroid doesn't handle well. Glitter.
Yes! I'm so confused as to whether this is them saying, please give us this, we want to do it to show off, or I'm being tricked.
I honestly, glittering snow material, I feel like as cool as my ice skating Miku is, I don't know how to do glittering snow material. I'm just going with ice.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going with ice.
Yeah, we do have to talk about prompt because you have literal glitter in this one technically, but they don't do actual glitter.
Yeah.
Here we have a material that glitters like snow, which is the glass reference in it. so that's closer. But we can literally make the same arguments about mine. Because I have glass that glitters like snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. But I mean, it's a shame that I know that not all of them can win because I want to see MVs of all our Miku now.
I know, and like just like going through, I am like obsessed with checking the Snow Miku like archive
Yeah.
thing. There are so many that I'm like, I want this one, but no, I want this one, but no.
I know, I
I want
know.
all of them. There's so many good ones that are just gonna disappear into the void.
And then there's so many
after
good
this.
ones that didn't follow the prompt, and I'm just like, no, you needed to follow the prompt.
I know. I know. But there's some of them, like, I had some designs that I came up for this one that I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to this for another year, where maybe I'll luck out and they'll have something where there was a year where there were a lot of scholarly Miku submissions, and
That's
I
true.
feel so robbed. Some of them were so cute.
Yeah.
And again, this year I'm seeing a bunch of them. There was like a snow chemist Miku. Maybe it's the fact that I also have a degree in chem that made me be like, I want this!
Oh my
I
gosh,
want self-indulgent
hold on.
chemist Miku.
You have a degree in chem? E.G., how smart are you?
I don't know if it's smart so much as indecisive.
New E.G. lore dropped. Mad scientist
E.G. lore drop.
I want to
Yeah,
see it.
and it's what, the mad scientist?
Yes. Give us a lab coat, E.G., please.
You know what? I'll think about it.
Let's go.
I for a moment before I became art, I was like, what if I taught organic chem lessons on YouTube?
That's not just something you casually drop in a class. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I'm a little rusty on some of it, but I don't know if there's enough of an audience overlap. But
it doesn't care about right now. It doesn't. You don't have to matter. It doesn't matter about audience overlap. You make that audience overlap.
You know what? I will make it overlap.
Let's go. Funny you should say that. I've never taken a chemistry class. I don't even know the periodic table. I don't know how I missed chemistry. Probably from school transfers, but I've never taken a chemistry class. The last physical science I had was in 7th grade. That is how long it's been.
What?
I don't know.
Oh my word!
The school system failed this Batman. I don't know how I got out
of it. I took extra science when I was in high school because you could swap out science for math at some point because I'd taken through calculus. They were just like, that's fine. I was like, cool, I'm just gonna take a bunch. I'm just gonna take all the science.
Wow.
But yeah. New EG lure drop. I do chem because I wanted to do art restoration. That was originally the reason I went to grad school for art. But I don't know about that one anymore.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Okay, we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so let's take a 5-minute break. And then we can come back with our brains refreshed and hydrated. I know you're not used to
sippy water.
Yeah, so we'll be back, everyone. You guys drop your favorite Snow Mikus in the chat, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I'm frozen.
I will Come on, reconnect.
That might be my fault that I'm frozen.
There it is. I need to refresh the browser source, perhaps?
Oh, we are live.
Yes. Sorry. I meant to.
You're good.
Okay, hello.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you,
Now I'm moving.
Stretch. Sorry, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check.
Yes,
I
yes,
should
yes.
probably bring my model up a slight tad. There we go.
Oh, so y'all get to watch me eat a cookie now. Watch the magic of live tracking. You can watch me put the cookie in my mouth.
Yeah.
This is a good cookie.
Yeah.
Chewing.
Glasses off. Not that.
I sure hope you can't hear me chewing.
No, Discord's doing a good job.
Nice, okay. I also have audio settings through like the virtual audio cable thing that should help because I have the world's loudest heater. E.g. ASMR stream, never. You will never get an ASMR stream from me. It won't happen.
Alright, let's
keep dreaming.
bring up Clip Studio again. I figured out why it was doing the infinite thing. It was because I had the Discord stream up at the same time.
Oh.
That's why. So now we're not gonna have that. But I need the layers. The layers to show briefly. Layers? I am
I wish I could help you, but I have no idea how your setup is.
It is bad. Whatever it is. I don't like it. There we go. Let me just...
There you go.
Okay, now we're gonna plop EG's next design in. Do you have a preference of Hokkaido stone versus stained glass?
Go for stained glass. That's my serious design. The Hokkaido stone one, I'm not sure. I think it might be too deep of a cut.
Okay.
For
Oh,
reference.
we do stained glass. Wow. Okay. Alright, tell me a little bit, well, when you're not eating, tell me a little bit about this design.
So yeah, here, I'll put my cookie down and talk about the design, and then I'll continue chewing while you
think about it.
Talk. Yeah. So for this one, this is the one that I think has the most iterations. I really wanted to have the snowflake, like, kind of like cut silhouette in her dress somewhere.
Yeah.
So I figured out a way to incorporate it, which is that there is a stained glass museum in Otaru. It is all like Catholic art, I believe, that is in it. It's all European, but it's a really famous museum, and there's also a glassworks that makes, specifically I think it's lamps. I wish I could remember what the glassworks off the top of my head was, but they make stained glass lamps that have a like shape language, and a language like I've kind of made in like her headband with the little like alternating color pattern. And then they have a lot of those like sharp shapes like I've made into her skirt. So I thought ballet, but this could just as easily, probably just like by changing her shoes slightly, be ice skate. So I'm kind of torn about whether it should be ballet or ice skate.
You know what? Just pop the possibility in there. I am happy to share the wealth.
I might borrow your
do it.
Disconnectable blades.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah, Hokkaido does have European influence. It was a port. I think Otaru specifically is one of the port areas where a lot of it came and went. So I think that's definitely why that's there.
my family has ties to Holland, and Holland and Japan actually had a lot of trade going on early.
Yes, they did.
Both Japan and Taiwan got their cows, their dairy cows, from the part of Holland that my family's from. So it is definitely a fun thing to see, like, the influence.
This is like a super silly question. I'm Italian, so I'm Italian. You're from Holland. Are you a Hollander?
I'm Dutch. I'm Dutch.
Oh, Dutch. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
You're good.
Wait, I thought being Dutch was from the Netherlands. Wait,
the Netherlands? So the Holland is in the Netherlands.
Oh,
it is, you know, it's all good. It's all the same place.
Oh,
You're all good.
The way I've taken European history and had to know all the countries in Europe.
You're all
geology,
good.
right? Geography.
You're fine. It's not a officially recognized country. The Netherlands is the officially recognized country, and Holland is.
I see.
Yeah, Holland and the Netherlands are kind of one and the same. Yeah.
Clearly, that's not where my science skills lie.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so, you have her shoes blocked on the stream.
Oh.
Might move her up a little bit. Not that they're super important or anything, but
Because I can't see OBS when I have Clip Studio open. Even with 2 monitors, streaming is hard.
Oh, then you've paused the stream for me now, so I can't see anymore.
Wait, how did I do that?
I don't know. You minimized your application?
Is it good?
Nope. It really said you haven't had enough, huh?
No, I have moved DM as well.
You're distant now.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Let me just open OBS. Is it?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's normal.
Okay. So.
Yes.
So now we're gonna. How do I? You know what? We're not gonna touch anything. I hope my models look good. If my models freeze, let me know. I guess. Ooh.
I'll keep an eye.
Yeah. Stained glass. I'm gonna look at the stained glass museum so I know, like, what kind of stained glass.
Oh, the stained glass museum has more. They've got some, like, roundels, but it is much more pictorial stuff, unfortunately. And I was like, that's not gonna work. It's mostly biblical.
I see. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I went more so just for, like, the stained glass, like, shape.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they have some roundels in that place too, which
Yeah.
kind of clashes with mine. I don't have roundels, but I was going for sharp
Yes.
and fluffy.
Yes. I want to say that how do I... Not that this is bad,
Mildly
but...
concerning noise.
So, I want to say that I want more, not necessarily like dark colors, but dark colors in between each of the stained glass inspired chunks in these lines here. Because, like, the big thing about stained glass is the don't come for me if this is wrong, but like the mosaic soldering points that occur. Otherwise, I'm not getting, like, I'm not saying I'm not getting stained glass at all from this.
But it could be more.
But it could, yeah, that's what I'm going. Yeah, it could be further emphasized if you. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's because of the layer priority. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you
go. So if you just, it doesn't even have to be like, it's just such a small change, but.
Yeah, I was starting to get a little concerned about, like, scale of the things in terms of for being an Android.
Oh, you're right. A lot of this stuff's gonna be printed. And also you didn't use black, I am realizing that now. You used
That's
a
okay.
baby. a navy blue. Let me grab your own line.
Yeah, I'm seeing it's too small. Yeah. Oh
Too
man.
small?
I was trying to figure out how small I could make them because I feel like it's reading better in some areas than others too already.
Yeah.
So if I just leave it printed, or maybe I should just make them bigger.
Yeah, I would say you've got enough space on the head that is untouched. If you want to just like extend this to be thicker in general.
Yeah, just thicken it up a little bit.
Though then you lose some of the daintiness of it, which is...
Yeah, I mean, or maybe like just the color banding, make like the little like color banding that's happening, like each band wider. You know?
Yeah, what
so
if
like
you...
just like the teal isn't, yeah.
What if you do this and then have...
Yeah, just have them alternate, and then it'd be a little asymmetrical too.
Yeah, and then you can have a thicker divide. Because the thicker divide is gonna read more stained glass.
I was worried with things getting too like Art Deco.
Oh, I see what you mean.
With that too. That was the major thing I combated, because I know stained glass is very Art Deco.
It is.
But it was just trying to get the balance where it was dainty, because Art Deco doesn't always feel dainty either.
You know
Art Deco has a tendency to feel kind of chunky.
I don't feel like you need to do it everywhere. Just certain. Just pick key places to make one thick band with the harsher.
Yeah, we're like, I think for like the bottom edge of the skirt, I need to leave it as is because there's too much going on down there for me to make it bigger.
I would just do it in the headband and maybe this bodice to give it difference from the skirt. But I don't think, I think this will get too cliche if you do it everywhere. But just certain key areas. Just choose a color and block a bigger chunk. I suck with the intuos, but I hope you're getting the gist.
It's okay. At this point, I don't think I could even use like the just like regular like pen tablets as opposed to display tablets because I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like a weird like muscle memory understanding that I had down at some point, but like I don't know.
Yeah. And then the other thing I want to say is I'm not getting enough of that pink. I would also bump the pink saturation up just a hair. Just a hair. Let me see what this looks like. Nope, that's not saturation. That is something else. What did I alter?
I looked like value, maybe.
Yeah. Is this just value? Oh, wait, I forgot, like, if you double tap, I can bring up the color wheel, and that will help me.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't just have, because, like, I have, like, a color wheel section on mine. I don't know why you don't have one.
It's strange.
Yeah, it is.
I know you wanted to go for a cool pink, but I feel like there's not enough contrast in it. This is also sucky pink, though. Let me...
I was gonna say, that's a little bubble gum.
Let's try it again.
It's hard, it's hard.
It is really hard. Selecting pink. So how I actually get, like, my color palette is, again, YouTube tip. I pick my colors regular, and then I put a clipping mask on it, an overlay mask on it, of a unifying color, and that kind of brings everything together.
That's one of the best tricks in the book for it.
It is so helpful, and it has made me feel like I'm better at picking colors than I actually am.
Yeah, Maya, I'm gonna warn you, your eyes are doing whack.
I guess I am too far away from the tracker again.
You were frog blinking, and you had one eye like both eyes were half open, but one was like quarter open.
Folks, it's because I don't have my phone, if you didn't know. I'm trying to stay in front of a giant iPad with a tiny little camera. That is... I want to say this is better, but... I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it's... You're... Oh, for the pink?
Yeah.
Or for your web camera?
For the pink. I don't know. It just needs... I feel like it's too subtle. But I don't know exactly I'm gonna leave this pink.
That's like,
this is like a purple.
that's the
though.
struggle because, yeah, the struggle I think that I was running into where I was trying to put this one more in line with like the Japanese aesthetics I was seeing, which is like
Super
more
pastel.
subtlety.
It is subtlety.
Yeah, pastel and subtle. Because like this one, I really wanted to make sure I had a dark value in. So that's why we have like dark leggings and dark underlayers and all of that. But that, I don't know. There's a balance spot that needs to be reached. And you're right that because I have those dark things, it might need more contrast in those to match. But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah. See, I can tell we both kind of like restrained ourselves on the serious try. I can tell.
Yeah.
And then I would also just, whatever pink you go with, match it here.
Oh yeah, put it more in her shoes. Yeah, I saw somebody suggest putting it more in the shoes too.
Yeah, just I think
Little, or even if I put the teal in the shoes too instead.
Oh, even teal, yeah. Teal could work too.
Miku looks very pale compared to her outfit, maybe giving her pinker cheeks and forehead. You know what, I probably will pink her cheeks up a little bit more. This was for my keepings with the Japanese aesthetic for it, which unfortunately perhaps does have her very pale.
Okay, now I'm just getting silly.
Now we're getting to Kliku.
Yeah, I love Kliku though.
I know.
It took every fiber of my being to not do Kliku for this one.
In my like thing that like cycled through my video, you'll see I had a Kliku. I had a like gestury Kliku fishing bobber design, and I was like, this doesn't relate.
No, that's why I had to do cut glass and figure skating. Otherwise, I felt like,
yeah.
Like even it's interesting that we both did glass, but we've not repeated what kind of glass we went with, which is
yeah.
I think
and that's
that
the thing.
works
It's like, yeah, perhaps. Yeah, no, I do like that blue there for those. I think that's a good move. Because her shoes have like the trim like the rest of everything does, but I probably definitely need to make that thicker too.
Yeah.
So that you can see that it's got that kind of stained glass trim. But it is interesting seeing how many different ways people have interpreted the stained glass, because that seems kind of popular too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of ones that are much more like, I would say like Russian Orthodox inspired, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I kind of love them, but I like worry that like, I don't know if that's the aesthetic they're looking for, but I kind of love it.
Yeah, I mean, man, you're so good at shape design, like the design of these geometric patterns. They're gorgeous. And this snowflake overlay dress, oh my gosh, this would be so good in the Good Smile full figure. I want to see it so bad. I want to see this so bad.
And because it's multiple layers of fabric, I know that for 3D, because they do cloth simulation, it'll look really nice where you can have like the top one be a little bit like have a little bit more movement, the underside can have more movement.
Yeah, and when she bounces, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Man, this one's really solid. I feel like this is a little awkward, just the size of it. I would, for the chibi.
Yeah, I might like.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, like shrink it back around like the side of the face, maybe a little more.
Or go further.
Go further! More extreme!
Yeah.
That is my other question, is that I feel like, like, I don't know, like there's something about the headpieces that to me maybe feels like it isn't as resolved, and I'm not sure what it is, because I wanted her to have like the Swan Lake-y reference thing with like the face framing thing, but keeping it in the shape language, and yeah, she does feel kind of villainy almost in the dark parts of it. But like, I don't know, like it feels like maybe it's not quite right, and then maybe the details of like the center forehead part is maybe a little odd.
That's the hard part of like balancing contrast with with Miku, because again, like you said, we have to deal with like a lighter blue for the hair, but then her skin is also very light, and then so the thing you have to frame the face with would be a dark thing, but then it might be villainish, so...
And then they really don't pick ones that have darker things like that
right?
so much. So, I don't know. Yeah, it is a lot of battle for me, and like I have to ignore most of like my tenets of design when it comes to this competition, because like, yeah, I can nail the shapes. That's always usually my strongest aspect of design is shape. But like, I gotta ignore all my color sensibilities. I am a high contrast person. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a high contrast person.
I think I can tell, yeah. I mean, I love the way you do it with your mushroom cap. I love... you have, like, one of the best, like, VTuber, like, color balances in the upper half. I am telling you, like, having your face framed with the dark, but then having the light on top, it's just so pleasing to the eye. Like,
thanks.
It's beautiful.
But like, you have a similar thing that goes on too, where I think like a lot of the VTuber designs that have that like under hair thing where you have the yellow and stuff like that is very clever. And I think that by having your big yellow shape on your bang, I think that does a lot for your face framingness too.
I had to.
You've got all those lines that point into your eyes. Yes. Like you were saying before.
I had to point to the face, yes.
Yes, it points to the face. And then your little triangle on the top of it is pointing us up to buttons.
Yeah.
At the top, which I think is also cute.
Yeah. Oh, hello chat. Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this like headpiece thing. I almost say they're okay. They'd be okay with you making it white, like the snowflake itself too. I want to say that's the move, but I don't know.
I really don't want to make the like parts of the snowflake on the headpiece white, because then it ends up being too much white up there. Where I feel like I need more dark up there. But I don't know. I am now that I'm thinking about her being read as a villain. I don't think they're gonna want a Miku villain. I don't think they want Ice Miku villain.
I'm feeling like I feel like it could be clear, like clear glass actually.
Oh, clear glass perhaps. I would say this was also my safe design because I didn't put transparent stuff in it in case they're not feeling that for the actual thing.
Yeah.
But maybe something minimal like that they count as an accessory. They'd be more inclined because it's not as much.
Yeah, I mean this is less transparency than 2020 Snow Miku had, so I think it'll be okay.
2020 Miku had like a half is she the one with the half transparent pigtails?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like
that is wild to me that they did that.
That was one of the most. That wasn't even in the initial concept. They just decided to do that.
Oh, I am getting a vote for that the dark looked really nice, though. I don't know, this is the struggle, where maybe it is, like, just, like, darkened glass, maybe? Like, it's not a white glass?
Now that I'm kind of, like, blocking it out, I don't like the fact that I lightened it. I like the dark. I think...
I know. That's the struggle, where it's like, I had played and pushed and pulled so much.
No, it can't be light. It has to be dark. You're right.
Yeah, it has to be dark.
Yeah.
I've made evil Miku.
You know what? I don't think she reads as evil though. That's not.
I was hoping her face was like cutesy enough, and like maybe I can make her eyes even more like once I like get into the rendering, make her eyes even more cutesy, so that way.
I think
there's no possible way we can be like, oh, she's evil. No. Somebody with those eyes? No way.
No, I don't think it's reading evil. I think what it is reading is very princessy because of the way you've characterized her, and also like I don't know, this area is very princessy, and of course the gloves help. You're gonna hate this comparison, but like I feel like this is like Disney's Frozen Miku.
You know what? You know what's so funny? I think I was talking to my partner about it when I was designing this, and they were like, oh, so this is like if, concept art, assuming Miku is Elsa from Frozen, this is like if they would have gone forward with the original ones, where it's sharper, more like intense, more more villain maybe. But like I always liked the Frozen like concept art better for Elsa, which was scarier.
They did the same
exact much more unique
thing with their most latest edition of Wish. I love the concept art, and the movie that they actually went with was way too safe.
Oh man, don't get me started on Wish. I watched Wish with a friend because they wanted me to like live critique it with them, and it was like they had so many things that were so good, The voice actors were phenomenal.
Right?
There were so many good things.
Uh-huh.
But it was just too safe.
It was too safe.
It was just boring, and they also should have done better on their camera angles. That is my biggest thing. Their camera composition was not great.
I also felt like...
And then
oof, like animation-wise. I wonder how you feel about this, because you're a 3D modeler. Why did it turn out looking so much more flat than other Disney 3D movies?
They did that on purpose. They were intending for it to be more flat, but I don't think that's something that was helping it. Like, when I was looking at it, we were talking about how Lilo and Stitch gets away with having Lilo and Stitch and characters in a very different art style than the backgrounds do, because it's all hand-drawn. So they can have a watercolor background, and it looks fine. Meanwhile, with 3D, because the way things are moving in space, and because they were so much more flat and stuff, it wasn't translating as well between the two. And then in the animation in and of itself, they were trying to do this thing where nothing ever stopped moving, really. There was just continuous motion constantly as they were going, and there weren't enough holds. Because I think they were trying to make it feel like, I don't know, something to mimic the style of things being a little more fluid, but like, I don't know. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
You know what? I would love to get you started. We should talk about this another time, like on another stream. I wanna know the details, because I'm someone I've studied, like, not that I can do 2D animation, but I've studied how it's done because I'm so into it, like, as a consumer. Whereas 3D, I have no clue how it's done. I just know it made me feel like this was really flat and boring visually, and I didn't know why.
Most of the reason it was flat and boring visually was because it just wasn't cinematic in their camera choices. Their framing just wasn't great.
I mean, character design department, I know why I was like, oh, these are unmemorable character designs. I think they were safe character designs. And there was just too many characters. I don't remember her friends, like... I think they were too sold on the idea of having 7 friends to mimic the 7 dwarfs that they forgot how hard that is to balance cast-wise.
Yes, it is. And it was one of those movies where when you got to the end of it, it was like it felt like nothing happened, but it was because there were so many people, but the plot was one-dimensional. Like, it was very straightforward.
I'm gonna get a reference of the Swan Lake.
Swan Lake.
Ballet.
Yeah, there was a specific, because you know what, maybe I was looking more at the villain, but like, they usually have the like face cupping thing, which mine are pointing up. I think theirs actually points down, but pointing it down was like even scarier. Pointing down was a little too much, and I wanted her to have earmuffs so that it can have earmuffs too.
Yeah.
For snow.
Yeah, so these are gonna wrap around the head, right? This fluffy point
on the side.
Okay, that makes sense.
So maybe a side view will help for this one too.
Feel like the thing that I'm struggling with, and maybe when a more experienced character designer looks at it, they'll have an idea. But I don't like this and this part. Feel like there's something that I just want. I either want this to extend all the way, but then, like, for Miku, like, character-wise, you do need the side hair. So I'm trying to figure out how these can be done cohesively.
I mean, I think it's something where, by, like, result of it, once it's in 3 dimensions, maybe I need to hide more of it behind the hair. Because I'm wondering if it's too much in front, where I need to take it so that, like, it's partially tucked behind some of that, like, hair tendril, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think it might be too much.
That's what's happening. I think my brain is like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because right now it's kind of like stamped on top.
Yeah, now I get it. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe a little too hard about trying to make sure you could tell what it was.
But once
that's what
the
side views are for.
turnaround, the turnaround will fix that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Are you ready to draw so many views of all of your things in the next 10 days?
I am not ready to do the spiraling twin tails I gave that figure skater Miku. I'm not ready for that. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing that I'm thinking about with mine too, is like some of them are much easier. This one I'm a little concerned about how I would rotate them around the side. But half the time they don't even draw the pigtails on the side view because
That's
are
not
you putting it higher on the head?
I'm viewing it from like if that would work. But the blue isn't helping. I didn't mean to grab that too.
Oh.
But I want something to break up her head here.
Yeah, definitely this one is not as strong on silhouette,
Yeah.
where I think that I need something maybe for the top silhouette. I originally had like some of those spikes coming out of her puffs on the top, but that was too spooky scary.
Maybe even just
if that broke this top edge.
Yeah, like
Trying to freehand diamonds is honestly
like a Teletubby.
Try. No.
Yeah, just
Teletubby Miku.
like build the crown out a little more. I'm not as good at shape language as you, but I feel like that.
I will tell you, it's so hard to freehand a diamond. If I've learned anything from trying to do this, freehanding a diamond.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a note like extend.
Do something.
Extend.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't. I think my stabilization is making this.
Oh, is it too high?
It's on 100. That's what's happening.
What is that'll do it.
Oh no, there's like a ruler that I accidentally put. What is this?
What?
What?
Oh, you have a guide.
How do I delete? The
Right click on it, and then you should be able to delete ruler. No, like right click on the layer that has a little ruler thing on it. Right click on where it has that little like angle. Yeah.
That was weird.
There you go.
Extend. Okay. Just a T. Can we?
You've white right now.
Oh.
my favorite things that destroy. Oh, can you spoiler how many designs are left? Just one. I think I have one design left that we're gonna be doing pretty quick because it's not like really a serious design. It's like one of those self-indulgent designs again.
Yeah, Isaki, if you need a sleep, you're in Spain. It's so late.
Yes.
You can get some sleep,
please.
Isaki.
Yes, please go to rest. We would love to probably share our designs with you after they get changes too, if you would like to still see them, because I think we would still love your input.
Indeed.
But
But yes, get some sleep.
I'm glad we started this more from my time zone then.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna make little brain line art right there.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna zoom out.
I understand what that is. And then I think the only last thing I had thought for this was that is there enough going on with Yukine for this? I know he's be really simple, but is he enough?
He's enough.
Okay.
I think
Yuki
so.
enough.
He's Yuki enough. Cause I feel like the rabbit Yukines some rabbit Yukines literally just have a scarf. But what I think this one needs is an item, an accessory.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out what accessory would be the best for this.
I'm wondering even like a larger prop. Oh, my lo-fi needs a continue.
Do lo-fi give out?
No, just continue watching because it thought I was asleep or something. I'm wondering even if like a backdrop that goes with this, or
That is the other thing to consider, is having to do the graphic design for the presentation of it.
Oh gosh.
Isaki's is great with the spotlights, and I'm like, that was so smart. What do we do?
Oh, a stained glass mirror? I think so. You know what?
Ooh.
Yeah, like a
stained glass
handheld
mirror.
a handheld vanity mirror.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
And then you have like the wow. Yep.
Yes.
That is some geometry. I am definitely.
You got it. I'm writing it down. Don't worry.
And then
I love that we are kind of like crowdfunding our designs a little.
yeah,
Here.
and then like a little spikes, and that's. I feel like I'm playing Pictionary. This is.
That's
yes,
okay. That's okay.
Yes,
that's okay.
people indeed pay me to draw for them. That is.
Did you see the chibi that I drew for yours for the ice skating?
Yes. Okay, just yeah. I agree. I think a handheld mirror would be nice.
Yeah. I was thinking also like a lantern too, because like that's specifically like, what the stained glass thing I was referencing was, but I don't know if that's enough related to ballet. Oh.
Yeah. Ballet's a tough one. Though I wouldn't be upset if you just you popped some blades on this baby. If you pop some blades on there,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be
there.
sad. If one of us wins, we
I know.
won. So it's all good.
So true. Yes, the way that I'm like, this is not a competition for me. This is more so like I'm just gonna toss some ideas into the void, and I'm still gonna pick one and be like, I really want this one to win.
Yeah, exactly. And then I want some...
Honestly, just entering is a victory for me.
Same. I want some pink in these eyes, man. I think...
Yeah, I was thinking of up the pink a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna just make that bottom tier pink.
There you
for
go.
you. Yeah! That's...
Just for me!
That's good.
Yay!
I'm wondering if there's anything we can do right here for Rabbit Yukine that's not gonna look like an antenna.
I know. I also was thinking, because all of my Yukines have both ears up, and I was like, I really love the like one ear flop like ones, but like I feel like you have to justify it with what you're doing with a hat for it. So maybe this is something where I justify it by having something that breaks the silhouette there. By just having one ear down, you know?
Yeah. Oh. I just don't know.
I know. It is the thing where like Yukine is usually so like simplified.
He's so
too.
simple.
Like he usually barely has anything happening.
That's
so
because
I'm not
he's
even,
like 3
necessary?
centimeters tall at the very most, so...
The way that I have a friend who is texting me instead of saying it in your chat what I should do.
That's okay.
I've received a vote to make a cape.
Make a cape.
I don't know if that's the schmoove though.
No, because the skirt and the cape would clip like heck.
No, not for her.
Oh, for Yukine. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh wait, never mind. He is in your chat. Never mind.
A stained glass top
He's
hat?
in the YouTube.
Oh.
A stained glass top hat. Yeah, I don't know.
Something to think about. But I think if you submitted this Yukine, that's fine. I don't think people are upset that your Yukine isn't bold enough.
Yeah.
No one.
I don't think it's gonna make or break my submission.
Exactly. I'm gonna export this. My tracking's gonna break for a sec.
Bunny ears on the mirror.
Stained glass.
Stained glass.
Petite. There you go. Okay. And we have the last design. Let's go back to Pipe Dreamland.
Yeah, we can do this one kind of quick because this is Pipe Dreamland once again. This is another EG deep cut of having a chem degree.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful though. Let me. Okay, my tracking's back. Tell me about this design. I'm excited.
Okay, so this is Hokkaido Stone Miku, which is based on a specific compound that is found within opals that was discovered like relatively recently, and it is an organic compound, which is kind of wild for like usually what is usually your mineral components are not as organic to some degree, but you've got glass content, so that's got some silicone and oxygen, whatever. But so opals and Hokkaido stone. So I've got my little examples up in the top to show you what those two kinds of things look like. So the Hokkaido stone is the one on the top, and it has this kind of like wobbly thing happening to it. I spent so long trying to figure out a color palette for this that made sense and felt snow, but I think I lost the battle still. I think that there's not enough orange for it, but I don't know. So that was kind of my trouble that I ran into with it. But
still very
this might be too deep of a cut.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this though. Like
they're
I
going
knew about
to.
it 'cause it was discovered when I was taking chem courses.
Wow.
But if you Google Hokkaido and stone, like gemstone, you might like it comes up. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
You just name her Hokkaido opal or the specific component, and people will find that. I think you could definitely get very opally with the eyeballs, and that will help.
Yes, that is my plan. I do want to get opally with the eyeballs, and I am struggling with like scale right now with some of the other ones. Like because I want those to be opals in the other parts of her design. I don't like her headpiece right now. It needs something. It's not right. But
yeah, I think
opal.
I think because of the ruffles. I mean, the ruffles are a cool way to show the bands of the rock, but I feel like ruffle and rock are kind of opposites.
I know it's kind of hard to make that make sense, I guess.
I would have guessed more, like, if you didn't tell me what this was based on, I would have guessed the Northern Lights.
Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna steal that. We're gonna have a triple theming here. We're gonna have Northern Lights, Hokkaido Stone, and the ballet. I'm taking that.
Yeah, why not? And if it's based on the, like, Aurora Borealis, I definitely think that this hair is super duper appropriate. In fact, I love this hair out of, like, all the hairs you showed. Not necessarily gonna be, like, the one that is easiest to translate into 3D, but as 2D, it works super well, and I love it. Oh, man.
Yeah. For 3D, I do have an idea of how I'm going to show it from the side view to kind of have some of them oscillate back and forward in that direction too. So that way you still get the same silhouette-ish on the left and right sides. But I do have to definitely show that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel the least strong about how this one turned out. I'm glad you like her hair though.
I love her hair.
I love this hair.
I have an idea though.
You can tell I'm a shape person.
You are a shape person. Now I'm gonna come to you for all my shapes. I have an idea though. I'm just gonna take your opal.
You're gonna steal it? You're gonna steal my opal?
Yeah. Oh crud! I can't.
What are you doing to my opal?
Let's see. I'm gonna copy. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer to copy it. Copy, paste, transform. I'm gonna lose tracking. It's fine. I want to put it.
Why do you lose tracking?
Because I'm leaning forward to use my mouse.
Oh.
Yeah,
I see.
I want to put it here.
That might be a little big for this, but yes, I know what you mean.
Is it though?
Yes. I will say, do you know the other weird thing that I ran into with this was trying to not make her read Sailor Moon-esque.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, now that I know what you're saying.
Where I had like the angled thing like up here pointing down and a circular thing in the center, and I was like, no, not Sailor Moon. Because I think that's a struggle that a lot of the designs are having, where a lot of the ballet ones want to give her buns here, but then it becomes Sailor Moon buns with like tendrils behind it. Yeah. And I'm like, we can't be doing that. They do not want you to look like you're clearly referencing another franchise.
Except for Madoka Magica, apparently. For magical girls.
I mean, magical girls exist on a broader scale, maybe.
I want a giant opal somewhere. That's just how my brain feels about this.
That's how your brain feels about it?
Yeah.
I will consider Giant Opal because I think it might be necessary for selling it to some degree, that the opal is like Hokkaido stone become like is part of opal, like
They can always shrink
know.
it down in the good smile. And this might be really
That's true.
This might be really stupid placement.
That might not be quite right. That's kind of antenna-y.
I'm trying really hard to not get into Teletubby territory, but
I think that the placement for it is gonna have to be on the lower part of that thing right there. Like, not like off the bottom edge where you just had it previously, like kind of covering that current one. Yeah, like right there is where I feel like it's gonna have to be. Almost.
That's unfortunate for your snowflake, though. I know that's like the snowflake TM.
I know.
But now
That's okay, but I'm not thrilled on that little crown thing right there anyway. I like it better on Yukine. I'm not sold on how I have it on her.
You know,
Unicorn meets Teletubby, no!
Teletubby Miku,
Don't do this to me.
I do love that you've got the similar snowflake thing going on with your dress, though. Wow, that's really thick. That is not vibing. People are gonna question if I'm even an artist by the end of this stream because I'm not using my preferred tools.
Trying to do everything A, live, and B, in the program you don't use, that's a rough time. I will tell you that for as much as I would love to art stream, the pressure of people looking at me while I draw is gonna make me about 60 to 80% worse.
Yeah, that is true. Until you do your entire, like, 2.0 model on stream for the sake of education, that forces you to get good. However, I just decided I'm not gonna talk during those streams.
Oh,
And that helped. That helped a lot. So, let's...
Breaking news, supposed character design VTuber is not an artist? What do you mean? I'm an artist, just not when you're watching. You look at me and my skills run away.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we introduce some more geometric... I'm gonna zoom in. Some more, like...
You can see this is the snowflake collar I was saying, like how you did yours.
Yeah.
I think yours was better. I think this might have more skin than Pia Pro would be into.
That's more on the fault of the sleeves than the bodice, though.
I guess.
Yeah, I think
Oh!
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit
like
of
the
that.
opal refractive things.
Yeah.
Because opals refract in triangles.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to see like a good way of incorporating that into a design, look at the VTuber Koseki Biju. She is.
Oh, I know Biju. Don't you worry.
She is awesome, but also her design definitely has like really smart use of, oh, I can't even draw a triangle. Really smart use of these refracting lines, because she's based on a gem.
Yes, she is a gem.
She is a gem to
literally
the internet. Yeah.
Okay, the skirt triangles and the hair ends too, maybe. I don't know. I wonder if that might be too much for the hair, because I already have the
the interesting silhouette of the hair is already enough to carry it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only Mikus that get away with being able to do something with the hair are the ones that only use snowflakes in choice parts of the hair.
Yes.
Yeah. That.
And then the only other thing, this design is violating the gradient rule a little bit, but they've let it slide once before, so.
Yeah, but you've already got one that doesn't violate the rule. Like
Yeah, I don't think any of my other do.
Yeah, I think this one has the you haven't violated any rules. You didn't put any clear bits, and you stuck to the Snow Miku vibes, and I think it's doing well for itself. And then these are just the dream entries.
The dream poos.
But yeah, I already think that having the big opal here already tells me that this is based on the opal.
Yes.
Because
I think that you were exceedingly correct on that.
And then I think I don't need to add anything else except for like maybe just a. I don't know about how do Rabbit Yukine
Good question.
I kind of want the whole ear to be bejeweled, but I don't know.
Ooh. What do you mean whole ear? Elaborate. What?
No, just like I'm gonna copy paste.
Like you want that bigger?
No. Let me. Oh wait, I'm not copying and pasting off the right thing. I want a couple more of these.
Oh, like you just want more.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, that's cut. Wait. Copy, paste. Yeah.
That's true. I had them kind of like earrings at one point, but I didn't know if that was something they'd go for.
I mean, if we're doing a pipe dream, you might as well.
That's true. I don't know.
I don't know if this is successful. I don't think this is.
That almost feels like rivets, but it might be something that I could play with more. Where like if I made them more oblong or something like that, I could maybe give it more.
Or even just give his whole. I think you're gonna have to give his whole thing the
opal texture, that entire top part.
Yeah.
I do worry though about that opal texture because that is so detailed. And I know that they print the eyes super detailed, but I don't know if they'd be willing to print other things with that much detail.
True,
you know what I mean?
True. I don't know what to do. It feels weird to just leave him as blue when we've got such a radiant Miku. That's the thing. But you know what? He's small. It's fine. He's small.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself. I'm like looking at like my fingers, and you know what? He's fine.
Yeah. The real scale of him on like the Nendroid figures, I have an object that is the same size as he is. Where I don't know if let's see if you can see my finger tracking to see how big of a gap I'm making. No, we can't. It's not working. It thinks the object is my finger. Never mind. Rabbit Yukine on the figures is like 2 inches tall.
yeah, like I said, like 4 centimeters tall. Yeah,
we're counting ears, yeah.
We want to do the opal texture in the ears, but Rabbit Yukine is both small and we're not sure how much they'd be willing to do that. But I think
yeah, I was already wondering if they'd be chill with having that many ruffles on him.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely cut it back if they needed to. It's not a huge alteration to the design. But honestly, I think just having the huge opal for the sake of chibi, and then also having more fractal motifs. I'd even bring this fractal motif into maybe the gloves in like a little darker blue.
Oh, like have the lighter purple in the gloves maybe coming down.
Yeah.
That's what I get into with rendering maybe. I gotta be careful about detail level.
But I would say render this one first, and then if you've got time, these are awesome. But you know, time is.
I'm gonna make time for them because I want to get them out there and do it. I really want fishing Miku.
Yeah.
Oh, and then same deal. Problem with an accessory for what is an accessory for a mineral-based Miku? 'Cause I feel like the ribbons make sense.
I would give her a music box.
A music box?
Like a glass. Oh, I guess a jewelry box. That's what I meant. Not a music box. Sorry. A jewelry box. We're getting into Bat Brain 8. Ichi's like,
it's like a music box. I was like, should I put her in the music box? She's the little ballerina that like twirls.
I love that you just went with it. Like, okay, yeah, we're going with this.
I was waiting for you to have oh, this is why music box. Like I was waiting for there to be a thing.
Oh, a snow globe maybe, yeah. But I would give her I don't know. There's like a very specific music box I'm thinking, or jewelry box I'm thinking of. I don't know what, but it's like
Really popular on Otaru, okay. Huh.
music box and jewelry box are popular on Otaru. Oh, okay. But
Like, as in, like, glass ones, or just in general? It's just, like, objects. My ballerina has a music box. Oh, okay.
but they're like crystal jewelry boxes. If not fully crystal, they've got like a crystal window that always has like a pretty.
Oh.
You could even give it like a opal shaped opening. Yeah. And then just have it gilded.
Okay,
I think wow, that's a really poor drawing, but
No, that's okay. I understand. Jewelry is on theme, doesn't need to be glass. Okay. Yeah.
jewelry box. I'm just gonna make a little note that this is a jewelry box.
I have a note too. I will say you're doing a very good job writing with that tablet.
So the one thing I've really used this for is cutting my live 2D model, but also I did my signatures on my e-cards with this. So I'm
Oh.
yeah. I've practiced
I have
writing
a font.
more.
I have a font that I wrote in my handwriting so I can pretend.
Oh.
I'm so bad at writing, and I write in all caps when I'm usually writing stuff too, so kind of make things legible.
Yeah. No, I think these are great. These are really, man, I love your ideas. I think this one's my favorite. Like pipe dream. I'm definitely feeling like this one. I would love to see this one get it. Man.
Yeah.
Cormorant Fisher Miku. I would love it. I know she's.
I really
Go ahead.
don't want us to have a judge this year who wants something more out there, because we've had some tame Mikus.
Yeah.
Maybe something crazy.
I want to see it realized so badly. If you win, I'm gonna buy like 500 copies of the Nendoroid. I'm gonna go into debt for your Nendoroid.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go into debt if you get a disco Miku. That would be so wild and crazy, but I would be so stoked for a Discord. I almost said Discord, a disco Miku.
If, like, oh man, I can already hear like the disco pop high energy song they would give her too.
Yes. And like that does make me like I was thinking about like what kind of music that they would pick for, you know, each design that I have, but also with what you have, where there's different like guidelines for each one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And what's interesting is they don't always like follow the vibe that the Miku was given. Sometimes I listen to the songs and I'm like, this is not anything like
this is
the
this
original.
Miku song?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Which makes me wonder, because, you know, they're picking the Miku still relatively far out, but I'm wondering if the songs are entering production before they've picked a design.
That would make a lot of sense, actually. That would make a lot of sense. Because sometimes...
And if that were the case, I would say make Snow Miku make the designs due, like, a month or two sooner, so they can just base it on
Oh, Isaki says it's later. Oh, okay.
It's later? Okay. But then that's still weird. Like,
luckily,
we recognize that that's still strange.
I feel like the only one that, like, really bothers me is... I like the Shrine Maiden's song, and I like the Shrine Maiden's design, but they don't...
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same Miku.
Yes.
Everyone else's are pretty... They're alright.
More or less.
Like, more or less fit the vibe, but I was expecting, like, something Japanese and traditional and slow, like a ballad for her, and she did not. Yeah, the Miku ain't Mikuing.
The Miku ain't Mikuing. Honestly, I feel like this is the biggest struggle I'm seeing on the submissions page too, is that so many Mikus aren't Mikuing. So many Mikus are another character that has pigtails.
That's I feel like Disco Diva Miku has that issue. I don't think anyone's gonna accept her fro buns as Miku. I think that's just, it's not gonna happen. But I
think if we were to, maybe not to like go back to this, but here, hang on, wait. I have an angle for you.
Oh, okay.
For that, now that I'm thinking about it. Hang on. Discord, go live. You got this. So what if? Hear me out.
Okay, hold on. I need to find the window capture of Discord because I have.
You lost me.
I did.
Well, here. In the meantime, let me erase her current buns.
Oh, I see. Yeah, erase her current buns, and I will get to you soon.
There we go.
Discord.
Okay. You'll get to me soon. Yeah, and will find me. I'm lost.
Yeah, watch stream. Pop out. And down. And Discord. It says it's null, but I have it popped out.
Oh, it's null. I'm just realizing that whenever I look at like the stream I'm looking at, my model goes cross-eyed, and I don't know why it's happening.
YouTube Studio. Discord? Why aren't you working? What? I mean...
OBS just said no today.
Cancel.
That's all it is.
Window capture. Clip Studio? No. Discord.exe? No. What do you mean?
Do you want me to stop streaming and try again?
Oh, it says it's technically captured. Oh, I'm so confused. What if I just hide my Clip Studio window capture? Oh, it's already underneath. I'm stupid. It was already capturing. It was already capturing. Okay.
There we go. Okay, so hear me out. So I think that people will accept Miku if this. I mean, probably come behind here a little more. That's weird and thin. But like I think people will accept this being Miku more if you make it still the like same outer texture. But just take it down a length where it doesn't have to be like super long. Her pigtails are usually, I feel like, really long, but they aren't always. Sometimes she gets like the half-length ones.
You
where
know,
I think people will accept this as Miku better.
Iron Mouse
and the color
just
difference
recently
is gonna be
got like a Pinkie Pie-esque frizzy hairstyle.
Yes, she
Iron
did.
Mouse. Well, if I say Iron Mouse new model, that's not gonna help. But I'm gonna find it.
My girl's getting a new model like every 2 to 3 months.
And I love it. She's supporting artists with her earnings.
Yes, she is. I love to see it.
Let's find.
I wish we could all afford to do that.
Right? I think I do the
Someday,
same.
that's the dream.
I also love that Bishojo allows her to, because most agencies don't let you buy your own models.
I think it is just Vishodo that lets you buy your own model.
Yep.
And can you imagine being the person who says no to Iron Mouse about something?
Alright.
That'd be kind of wild.
I gotta scroll through her model gallery, and it's like 30 long, so bear with me, and I know my tracking isn't working because I'm leaned forward again. It is what it is.
Well, when it stops working, it always has to stop working right when you're like doing something silly. It never stops when you're doing something normal. It always stops when you're doing something funny.
Let me do a nice, pleasant face.
There you go. Like pick a face. Yeah. There you go. Pick a face. Nope. Cursed.
No, it's always cursed. It's always cursed. Okay, you know what? I'm struggling. Maybe it's on her Twitter. It's not on the wiki yet.
Oh, is it still too new for the wiki to have caught up?
Apparently.
I'm just doodling your Miku in a while.
Yeah, please do. Iron Mouse. Official. Yes. Do you not have a ref sheet? Oh, that's why. There's no ref sheet for it yet. But I'll just grab a screenshot.
Oh.
I'll just grab a screenshot.
Super early.
Here's a good screenshot
There
too.
we go.
I feel like this will be my rendering guide. I'm cracking up at my own model again, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna send it to EG, and then I'm gonna put it on OBS.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of, yeah. Where, even like hers having like two-toneness or just being, like it's more like, Pinkie Pie is one word. I don't know if like poodly is maybe the word I'm looking for too.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to study it, because tough. It's tough.
I don't think you have to go super detailed with it, where I think that something with like this level of detail where you make just like, if you like, okay, that's a flyaway there, or like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can just focus mostly on outer shape and add maybe a little bit of rendering to it, but I don't think you have to go crazy. I think this is going to be mostly like a shape thing.
Perhaps you could do something,
you know,
similar to Miku's outfit in the song 1/6 Out of the Gravity. Let me look at that one. I've listened to the song, but I haven't seen the...
Yeah, I was like, that sounds familiar, but I don't quite know what that... I don't remember what that looks like. I'm the worst. The way that I'm a Miku fan, but I barely watch the videos. I mostly listen to the music.
I see. So it's like a poof on top, and then it's got long tendrils on...
Oh?
Let me... wow, why is
anything?
my model... this is gonna...
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh, that's quite the Miku outfit. Ha. That is interesting. That is very 2000s.
Yeah. And honestly, my own outfit here was kind of inspired by like the Barbie dolls I had as a child. That's why the pattern is so goofy.
Yes, it is giving Barbie. It's in that way.
Honestly, I think of Miku and Barbie kind of one and the same, because Miku can be anyone she wants to be.
Yes.
And she's kind of a stand-in for your own creativity. And so I think of Miku as like a anime idol Barbie, really.
Okay, so hear me out. When are we getting like when are we gonna get like President Miku?
President
or, like,
Miku, let's go. We've gotten...
What are, like, there's some crazy, like, Barbie occupations that I feel like Miku could do really well as and be really funny.
Beekeeper.
Miku in, like, the
Miku,
corporate business suit.
Corporate Miku. Well, you know what? We got that with Project Voltage. With Pokemon, we got Business Miku.
You're right. Honestly, those Mikus are amazing.
They are!
From that one.
Oh!
The creativity of them is so good, and I wish that we could do that for... for this, because the creativity and the hair design for that, I was here for.
Yeah.
And you don't really see it much outside, sadly.
Yeah. Woof.
Yeah. Woof.
Sorry,
Woof is right.
sorry, my brain is toast, but please export that idea too. I think I'm gonna go with that one just to make it more plausible. As much as
I'll send you these.
Yeah, thank you. I will send... We will exchange our critique notes. Oh, man.
Woo!
This was a lot of fun.
Yay!
Even though it was stuff.
This was so helpful. That's okay.
Was it helpful? I don't know, because I mean, I got helped a lot, but I feel like I'm the amateur
what
here.
What do you mean? I have 3 full sticky notes in front of me, just full of things I wrote down like frantically while you were saying stuff.
Oh, thank you. Well, the VOD will
you need
always
to give yourself
be
more credit here.
Oh, thank you. I'm just acknowledging that I am new to this. That is all. But let me...
That's fair, but it only gets better from here, right?
True.
And then next year, when we... I don't know how well we'll do this year, we'll see. But next year, we come back at this, and we are, like, double better. We already have all of this under our belts. We are so ready for the next one, and we are going to be so much better prepared, because we've done all the research already for Nendroids this year. So,
yeah.
It just gets easier.
Alright, well, I feel like the stream has been long enough. Let's practice each year. Yeah, Asaki!
Yes!
Everyone go follow Saki.
Absolutely
also go follow EG. Link to their channels in the description. And,
follow Yam if you're not following Yam. How have you been here this long and not followed Yam?
Aw, I did get a lot of subscribers, today, so thank you, everyone.
Hey! Yay!
But yeah, we'll hopefully, stick around on our socials. I feel like we will definitely have a, before, and after kind of comparison, on Twitter /Blue Sky / I'm gonna do it on my YouTube community posts.
You're on every platform.
I am. I post in 6 places. It's pain. It's pain.
One day I will attempt the same, but that day is not today.
It's just because I hate Twitter so much. I can't I can't use it.
know.
I can't. Woof.
I also kind of despise Twitter, but I have to give Twitter its due because Twitter is how I find all my clients, unfortunately, still.
VGen is actually how I find all my clients. I hope at some point, though it's very anime specific, and it's also very live 2D specific. It's like the VTuber platform.
I love VGen. I'm also in VGen. That's what I do my commissions through.
Oh, I'm
but
glad.
People don't discover me through VGen. People discover me through Twitter and then go to my VGen.
I wonder how people discover my VGen then. I just get
it might be
interest
through something.
It could be through my YouTube channel. That's
it could be.
Yeah. Because
that's for sure potential.
I don't post about it on Twitter. But yeah, I mean, I hope you're feeling good about streaming now. Sorry if I like plunged you into the deep end of technical issues, but
no, you're good. You're good. I am very happy for any and all practice I get. That these are like my icebreakers a little bit. Where the first time I had ever been live was when we did the first roundtable.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Yes. My poor partner. I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. And then it was totally fine, and it was like nothing to be worried about. And I was like, oh, perfect. This is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So, thank you for giving me opportunities to warm up to it.
Yeah.
I was afraid I wasn't gonna be like somebody who likes it, but I'm liking it. It's fun.
Oh, I'm glad. I've plunged you into the deep end with like really long streams both times, so I'm so sorry about that.
But that's fine. Honestly, I'm glad for it because it's made me realize like have my chapstick on hand, get my big old water bottle there.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm already figuring out how to set myself up for success for it.
Oh, I'm glad.
Before I try and jump in, so I'm happy for it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad.
I'm honored to be here.
Yeah. I started with 30-minute streams, and I've worked my way up over over almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in 10 days.
That's wild.
So, yeah.
That's so long. Yeah, I've been watching you for at least 2 of those years.
Well, you've seen since I've been Yam, because I've been Yam for 2 years, but I was also Lorelei for 2 years before that, so yeah.
I think I found you right after you switched. Like, literally right after you switched.
I feel like that's when the algorithm gave me luck. It was like, who's this new VTuber? Haha, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Definitely never debuted as another VTuber before, so.
But, like, we can get into the fact that, like, you're more comfortable now. Like,
that's true.
That's the thing that matters, so I think that's why you're experiencing more now. You're more comfortable.
Yes.
As it makes it better.
I am more comfortable, and I care a lot less. I mean, I don't sweat the small stuff.
Yes. I would say you still care a lot.
I care a lot about my
Just
videos.
about the important stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I care about presenting information when it counts, but I'm more just going with the flow, and I don't care about like having to restart stream today. It was like scary for 2 seconds, and then I was like, oh, not a big deal.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens to the best of us, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody so much for watching.
Yeah.
If you want to join my Discord and post your snow Mikus, I would be happy to give you some tips. And
me too.
Yes, definitely follow ED everywhere you can find them. And as always, take care, Bat Bunch.
Yeah. Bye. Oh.
Bye now. You can say bye now while we raid someone. I forgot to raid. I just felt like it was the right time to say like the.
Honestly, fair.
Let us raid Sablin. Yeah, there we go. All right, see you everyone. Say Bat Bunch raid to Sablin. Unless you're on YouTube. I don't know how to raid on YouTube yet, so you just get to say goodbye.
Oh, bye YouTube!
Bye YouTube!
YouTube's hard. I don't quite understand how it works either.
No, it's tough. Okay, bye everyone!